That is so real. That is so real. Anyway, um, you came at just the right time. I finished checking and testing some stuff. Actually, wait a sec. Oh wait, no, it should be there. Yeah, it's there. E. Yeah, there we go. Hell yeah. You look, you can see your profile. You can see your profile picture. Yeah. You gotta check something. Actually, it turns out I'm not done my checks. I was just finished setting up my mic and model. My make and model. Yeah, I'm a freaking car. I wanted to keep it secret, but you know, there's only so much you can do. I'm just like imagining, like, you know, like the thing where you like push your hair back, like the fuck, like where it's the Sonic, the evil Sonic, you know, the where he's like pushing his hair back and like licking his lips or whatever. Okay. I scroll down. The live chat over on YouTube, it doesn't seem to be working. Hmm. Yeah, actually, wait. Uh, check this shit out. Only I can do it at the moment. But if I do this, it's gonna look weird for a second. It is going to look weird for a second, but you'll notice something. This is a really good, like really good chat widget. Look at that. You can post gifs. Only I can do it though. Only I can. And it's a very specific. It has to have .gif at the end. Hmm. Chat just summoned on YouTube. Okay, it does work. Can I put it in there, and it'll still work? I can. Yay! So peak. Also, if I post a 7TV emote, it'll actually show up now. So that's cool. Wait, I need to check that. Does it notify for YouTube? It does. And it notifies for Twitch still? Yes. Okay, that's good. Yes. Okay. Actually, I have been. I haven't been talking to anybody on VR chat because that's not my style. But it's been really nice setting up my bed to be like a couch and then just laying down and watching like YouTube videos in like a movie theater for a while. I really like it. Yeah, actually, I've heard about that. The VR web fishing. The VR version of web fishing. Uh, and it's like got actual like progression. I think if there probably is a video player, and I can just set up like whatever, what's it called, something. Oh well, I can just set up a screen in front of me to watch a YouTube video while I fish, actually, because I feel like I kind of want to check it out. I saw it in a video recently. It might have been Darafog. I think it was Darafog. He released a video recently. And now, is my mic cutting out sometimes? I feel like it has been. Anyway, I completely forgot um to switch over to this scene. I'm eating goldfish, even though I'm not actually very hungry. What the hell? Why am I doing that? It sounds good. Wait, I don't know what I just said. But yeah, that's good. That's good. That's what I meant to say. That's good. Not sounds good. That would work in a different context. Anyway, what do we want to do? Because it's early stream. If you want, I could boot up VR chat and we'll fish. Because that kind of got me in the mood for fishing. We're going to play Wolfenstein, but that's gonna be tomorrow, dude. I mean, if it's within the next 3 hours, then hell yeah. But I've got something I gotta prepare for tomorrow, so I'm kind of conked after that. But like, if you can manage to like be available within the 3 hour mark, it sounds great. You know, I'd even push it to 4 if I need to. But yeah, I'm kind of busy after that. All my free time today is going to streaming. Just an FYI though, um, I speak a lot on stream. I don't speak a lot otherwise. So if I'm actually talking, oh, 30 to 45 minutes. That's like a mini road trip every day. How far? Why do you live so far away from your work? Is it like, did you like have the house before the work or the work before the house? What's the situation there? Yeah. Yeah. All right. I've got some problems with how I've got it set up right now, actually. Surprisingly enough. The chat, I mean. I think I need to fix some stuff. Because I feel like it disappears too quickly. Oh my god, that sucks. Dude, I couldn't imagine. Well, oh no 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 no. I do spend more time at home if I'm including sleeping. Oh shit. I still haven't I still haven't edited my slop content because I just haven't opened my editing software in ages. Ooh. Ooh. Good thing or bad thing? Like good or bad? Cuz like moving cool, right? Um but like with the job thing, you looking forward to getting to a change of pace or sad to see the order and reason go? What's up there? Ah, cheaper housing. It's a bit of a, no, 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 yeah. I just couldn't imagine living without snow, but with like what America's been having, like ice storm wise, actually maybe that's not applicable. Um, I'm looking for something. Oh, cheaper everything. That's nice. Are taxes lighter too? I feel like I remember hearing that at some point. No. Oh, did I not save that? I might not have saved that. Actually. Doink, doink, doink. Control C. No state tax. Oh. Oh, I see. I'm just fixing the chat right now because I do think it should be a lot slower disappearing. I mean, where I live, the taxes are pretty heavy too. But wow. Holy moly. And wait, how much is like the normal taxes? Sorry, over here in Canada, we just kind of have like taxes by province. So like it'd be like, 10% tax on everything for like one province and then like 12% over here. Oh yeah, yeah, but like, is there like a federal tax as well? I don't know much about Murica. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Fuck. Um, I'm looking for ways to edit the the multi chat. Oh right, 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 right. Or am I wrong? Bye. No, that wouldn't work. Oh, right. That makes sense. Did you know they used to tax the rich people like 93% over there? I really like that. But then they stopped doing it, and then capitalism started failing, which is crazy because like, what do you mean capitalism fails when it lacks socialism? It's almost like a good mix of everything makes a good foundation. But who am I to say? Who am I to say? I'm only some stupid VTuber. It's almost like varied. It's almost like a varied gene pool makes you more resistant to oncoming threats. And it's almost like a varied system allows you to adapt to more situations. But who am I to say anything? I'm just a silly streamer. I really do believe that socialism and capitalism work best together. But yeah, no, who cares? Okay, whatever. Sorry, sorry. That's just something that peeves me. Something that just pees on. Sorry, peeves. Just something that urinates on me. Sorry, didn't mean to say that. It's supposed to be a secret. Um. um. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to fix that actually, so it's staying that way for now. I'll do that off stream. Yeah, yeah. My bad for bringing it up in the first place. My stream. I shouldn't be getting into stuff like that. I have no clue. I think I'm gonna figure it out now. We might play some Battlefield, surprisingly, but I don't want to play Battlefield on stream for the first time while Otter isn't here. So it's like that's like Otter's favorite game. So hey, I mean, I already played. Mm, oh, also, like all of these were on sale for like $3 each, so I have like the entire series. It might be her new favorite game. I'm actually not sure. Because her Steam library here. I just don't mean to dox my viewer. But her Steam library goes. Most played is now Helldivers. Yeah, but yeah, her Steam library is Helldivers 250, Battlefield 260, Battlefield 1 that is, and then Enlisted and VR Chat. So you know, pretty sure it's one of her favorite games. Just very few hours on most games though. Cruelty Squad I did spot there. That's fun. Um, dude, you want to know what I'm angry about? Like, okay, I'm not invested in Battlefield, right? Like, I haven't been playing the game for a long time. It might become one of my favorite shooters, but that's besides the point. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, no. I was thinking you're saying like I miss old Battlefield because okay, I need to talk about this. Battlefield 2042. You want to know what they did? They added one of my favorite concepts. Many of my favorite concepts. You want to know what else they added? Fucking hero system, specialist system. Fuck you. Why do you have to give me a bunch of like operators? They just because I love I love futuristic stuff. I love cyberpunk. I love when I can move around at the speed of light because of my cyberware. I love super high tech guns with super high fire rate and all that stuff. And like weird like hologram shields. If it's not fantasy, it better be cyberpunk. That's my opinion. Um so they took my favorite genre, one of my second favorite genre, and the only game that I assume will come out to be futuristic because there's no way they're gonna do another futuristic game after the failure of a launch that was 2042, which is so sad. They had oh yeah, like oh my god, it's like actually it's gonna I'm gonna start tweaking because I know there's zero chance they're ever gonna make a new 2042 game. And it's like my favorite vibe, and it's got cool movement, and it's got a fucking wingsuit, dude. And it's got futuristic tech. But fuck me, I guess. They added 10 million of the worst features ever and removed the flavor of Battlefield, which I found out I really like. I really like the idea of a huge war, and I'm just some guy. So they took a bunch of shit that I really like. They made the perfect food, the perfect soup of just everything I like, stirred it up, and then got above it, squatted, and took a shit in it. Hi, Eva. We're talking about Battlefield 2042. Welcome. You came at a great time. But yeah, like genuinely, and it's not like you could just take the shit out and it's good soup now. It's a Battlefield game. It's a good game. I bought it. Except it's not a good game because they added operators. It had a lot of potential to be an amazing game, and then it became really like absolute dog shit on launch. All right, later on. That's the thing I found about right. What about a Rumble Yowie cooking smut? What about that? What about that? Anyway, um, anyway, but yeah, Battlefield 2042. It has every ingredient that I absolutely adore, and then yeah, everything I absolutely adore, and then they just freaking dropped a deuce in it, and it's like, brother, please, I. It's not like you can reverse the deuce being in there. The shit smell that is the operator system is very much still lingering on the soul of 2042. They would need to revamp it, and there's zero chance they're ever gonna do that. But BF6 looks like something I'd like. It's just that the only problem with BF6 is it's expensive. That's it. Because like, Battlefield 1, all these other Battlefield games, they're all based on like old shit, like World War 1 and World War 2. Yeah. And like there's nothing wrong with it if you like it. It's just not my style personally. Like I'm happy for the people that like it, that like, goon to that kind of thing that really like um they really like World War One, World War Two. But that's not me. Yeah, I'm just looking at some gameplay right now. And yeah, I really do wish I this thing went on like a steep sale because then I could have bought it. Also, why are the reviews mixed? Oh. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Dude, I didn't know this. This review says Battlefield 6 is a masterclass in manipulation. EA delivers the best-selling game of 2025, raked in 3 billion and immediately rewarded the developers at DICE and Criterion with mass layoffs. Shit's so stupid, dude. God. Damn. That's crazy. Okay. Anyway, I want to see what three's about. What's up with that? Battlefield 3, 2011. Ooh, you might not realize this, but like I was I wasn't that old when this came out. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, oh, I was not really around to play this. Like, goodness. I was not in the gaming sphere when this was coming out. I think, yeah, when this was coming out, I'd probably be in like kindergarten or like grade two. So, would it be would it not really my range personally. Oh, is this back when the destruction was like still innovative and like actually like had some passion behind it? And it's got new gen guns. What? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, Evers. No need to do a pilot episode for the smut. 16. Holy moly. I'm sorry, the calculations went on. I didn't. My bad for the reaction. No wonder you're married. Holy moly. Sorry. Parents didn't teach me enough manners. Actually, I do think I might like Battlefield 3. But the sale is no longer on. So fuck me, I guess. God, I should have bought it. It actually looks pretty freaking cool. Damn. Fuck, dude. Fuck. Oh my god. Dude. It's like you know what I wish? Okay, so you know how I talked about I didn't play Battlefield 3? One of the games I did play a lot growing up, and I think this is why I have such a taste for like high tech, like sci-fi-esque, not fully sci-fi with like laser guns, but like, really cool electro bullets. Years, it's been 15 of them, dude. But abandonware gets some love sometimes. But I think this is why I have such a taste for like semi sci-fi shooters, like Cyberpunk 2042. I actually grew up playing Black Ops 3 a lot, and I've been waiting for it to go on sale, but it's always minimum of like $30. I know it's not one of the good Black Ops. I know it's not one of the. I know it's gonna have a bad campaign, and it was overall not that good. It was the one Black Ops I played, and I really liked it. And I actually usually played Minecraft instead, but I played Blobs. I played Blobs 3 a bunch. Um and I really liked it. And I really liked the weird half double jump you got. And I really liked all the movement, and it's kind of what got me into Titanfall, which I played like a few years later, like a good few years later, like a good chunk later. Um and Titanfall 2 is like is probably my second favorite game or something, or like maybe my fifth. Oh. Listen, like I wasn't that young. And plus I'm pretty sure I bought it like maybe a year or two after release or something. Even then I was still probably like under 10, or maybe no, I think I might have been 10 to preteen. I'm not sure. Some of us followed the rules. My bad, gang. But yeah, back in my day, dude, Blobs 2. What was up with Blobs 2? Cause I only ever focused on Blobs 3 because it's the only one that I played. Dude, dude, look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Criminal. No, 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 no. Okay. Wait. Display capture. If I search up Black O, for some reason the one that shows up first is Black Ops 3. You want to know why? Because I've searched it up so many times just to see if it was on sale because I like the game. I've pirated it since, but I didn't really play it much at all. Oh, I'm seeing zombies. Oh. Whoa, what the frick? When did San Andreas come out? Whoa, whoa. What just showed up? What just showed up? I feel like I saw something. Okay, we're good. Oh, 04. Whoa. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. They just kind of straight coded, to be honest, but you know. Yeah, it's very straight coded. I've never been a fan of zombies, but you know, I get it. Very positive. What's Black Ops 3 going with? It's like mixed or like bad, right? Very positive as well. Oh. Why do people like this game? I thought everybody hated it. Well, I don't know. Your way. What? Oh my god. Oh god. The buzz? What's the buzz? Dude, I'll be real. I think this is why I have an aversion to playing like Call of Duty Zombies. It's because when I was a kid, I think I booted it up once and I never booted up Zombies again after that. From then on, it was I would play through half of the campaign, quit, or yeah, play through half the campaign, quit, go back, play through half the campaign, quit, maybe play multiplayer, but then go back to the campaign, get halfway through, then quit. For no reason in particular, not because I was bad, not because it was bad, or I was rage quitting, just because I don't know, I wanted to. FYI, I never actually got the story of Black Ops 3. I kind of just played it, which is kind of telling of how I play games now, which I really don't like. I love lore. Not when I'm playing an action game though. Not when I'm playing a game though. When I'm playing a game, I want the action. I want the gameplay. I can go read lore other times, okay? I read outside of gaming, okay? I can get my taste of lore there. I'm a bit more of an action fellow when it comes to playing video games. Unless it's with like the intent. Unless playing the game is with the intent of basically reading a book. Like if I were to play Outer Wilds, is that what it's called? The one game that I really want to play, Outer Wilds, yeah. The one game I've avoided spoilers on for ages. I have. I played a little bit of 3, but if I just quickly go over to Dark Souls, you'll notice that every single fucking one of them is at a minimum $50, usually $70. 2016 game, by the way. And you want to know how much it goes on sale for? $50. Dark Souls 3, $50 on sale. These ones probably like maybe 30. Bitch, I'm not buying that. Like, so but I have played a little bit of Elden Ring. I actually I kind of randomly did come across that game like at the phone version like a good long time ago at this point. And I liked it, but the controls were kind of funny, so I stopped playing it. Yeah. I really want to buy Elden Ring and like everything about it because I had so much fun having it pirated. And I really do plan on buying it. It's just that this motherfucker goes on sale every once a century and the sale is like $10 off for a 4-year-old game. $10 off at a $80 price tag. Dude. Like, what do these people want from me? And I really want Night Rain too. I really want Night Rain too. But fuck me, I guess. Yeah, no. I love Souls games. I've always picked what's the one? The one where you start with like a loincloth and a club. I've always picked Wretched or whatever version of Wretched they've got going for whatever like version of the game it is. I always pick that because I always pick the hardest difficulty in every video game ever because I need to because I'm a freaking freak. Um, but I really like my time playing. Yeah. Deprived. But yeah, but yeah. I love Magic, but the only thing in games, Magic kind of does just feel like sorcery, if you get what I'm saying. Like Blade and Sorcery, or no, not Blade and Sorcery. Um, D&D Sorcerer, not D&D Wizard, because I genuinely am just waiting for my mana to come back, and then I cast a really big spell, and then that's it. My strategy varies, but it's usually only boost one stat because I think that's funny, like genuinely. Like when I say that, when I'm saying that, I mean genuinely, I put no stat points into anything else. Just single stat runs. Uh and I just mega boost it until I'm doing a million damage and dying in one hit. That's my favorite. Dealing a million damage and dying in one hit. Because I can just gank people or be ganked as a person. Very cool. I love doing that. Um and usually that stat isn't actually a damage stat, but it's instead agility, and I become really fast and die in one hit. Um, but yeah, sometimes that'll be like magic. Sometimes that'll be. I could pirate it? How? I mean, I need to switch to an emulator, right? I don't have a Switch 2 personally. I do have a normal Switch. It's not on. Yeah, okay. Pokopia does look really cool though. I'd only play it for like 10 hours though, max, sadly. Yeah, the Tito, Teto, Cosne Dito, Cosne Ditto. Oh, dude. Whoa. Anyway, but yeah, straight up on God for real, one stat. Max it out. If it can't be maxed, it's gonna be ganked into the sky with how much I'm gonna dump into it. Like I always have one pump stat. Oh my god. Holy moly. Holy moly. A bit of an overreaction there in my opinion, but you know, whatever. I need to check. Is it still working? It is, okay. I just had to check. What about if I go to uh a different account? I can still chat, right? Because the chat's semi broken. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, yeah, the chat should be working, but it's not. Whoa, okay. Okay. What's up with that? Okay, I'll give it a second. Anyway, oh, hi, boobs. Hi. Oh, I see. Well, have a good time doing that. Anyway, hi, boobs. I was talking about the fucking price tag on every Souls game. Dude, what do you mean? What do you mean the 10-year-old game, the decade-year-old game, Dark Souls 3 is $70, goes on sale once a year, and the sale is for like $10. I am I really want to buy this game. I will never buy it. I will logically never buy it until the day where they realize, "Oh shit, this game is $80 and is 10 years old. Maybe we should put it on a bigger sale." Until the day they do that, I'm never buying it. I have it pirated. We could actually play it. Um, and I've also pirated Elden Ring, which I do plan on buying Elden Ring. But yeah, those are the only way I think I might ever be able to play these games because it's just what do you mean? What do you mean it's $80? And also, what do you mean to get the full Dark Souls 2 experience? I need to spend $100. Like, bro. Oh, and if I want the deluxe edition for this 10-year-old game, it's 120. Like, fuck you, I guess. But you know, yeah, fuck you too, freaking From Software. I like what you make, but I don't like you. Dun, 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 dun. All right. They've only got they've only got 9 games? What the frick? What was the original Dark Souls? What was the original Dark Souls? Was it like a 2D thing? Yeah. Oh, yeah. They made Fires of Rubicon? Dude, like okay, I just realized this. Almost every single game they've made I have wishlisted. No, like two out of the games. Like they have made some really, really good stuff. I really, really liked playing Elden Ring. And I really, really want to play Fires of Rubicon. I really, really want to play Sekiro. And I really, really want to play Dark Souls. So I get why people are religious about them, but like I'm too poor for this. Like I think I might genuinely just quickly check my bank account. I'm not gonna tell you how much I have, but I'm broke as fuck. But yeah, dude, you wanna know why I want this? I saw. Like I'm not even a fan of mech. Like yeah, yeah, dude. I might actually buy one of their games if they put Bloodborne over here. I've seen the combat and it looks even more my style than Dark Souls. But I heard this game like cuz like I actually am a really big hater of mech combat, and it's not because mech combat's boring, it's because you're not a tiny little guy doing big things. I like being a tiny little guy doing big things. These are a big little guy doing big things, or a tiny little guy doing tiny things. It's just the scale that I like. Um so you know. And it's wait, AC? You're making me think you're saying Assassin's. Oh, Armor Core. Right. Right. Sorry, I don't get the. I didn't get the acronym. I thought you were talking about Assassin's Creed for a second. Like what? But no, I got you. Okay, so it would take me like a lot of my money to buy it, but I'm not giga broke. Giga. Oh, my slime trackers might ship in 4 days. Might start shipping. I just realized that my slime VRs. It like I don't even have it in my brain the idea that I'm gonna have them because it's taken so long. I ordered these last year. What do you mean it's been more? It's been 4 months. Armor Core is multiplayer? I didn't even know that. I mean, not like I'd play it if I had Armor Core, but you know, still, I might not be a multiplayer man, but yeah, it seems still pretty cool. All right, crowd supply. View my tickets. Oh wait, no, count. Orders, order history. View order details. Placed December 30th. Estimated to January. Oh, originally estimated to ship. I was like, what do you mean it's been shipping for 2 months? No, March 30th. So December 30th to March 30th. Wow. Sorry for blowing out your eardrums there. The story's amazing. Dude, I hope so. I didn't even mention why I want Armor Core, despite my hate for mech combat. Apparently, the new game plus is like almost like it like affects the game. The fact that you like new gamed it in a way where it's like story wise, like you finish the game, new game plus, and then like people are like, "Oh, I feel like I recognize you." Except like not like that, but like it affects it, right? Or something. Cuz I saw that. Cuz I was playing the reason for that story time. I was playing my one of my favorite games. Yeah. Can you actually tell me about it? Can you tell me about it cuz I want to kind of know like how it changes the story. or anything. Because I was playing one of my favorite like top 5 games, Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. I'm really figuring out how much I like sci-fi right now and fantasy. But um yeah. But yeah, in Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet, if you do the ending where this one person you meet really early on sacrifices themselves for you. Yes! Yes, dude. Dude, I fucking love Fatal Bullet. Oh my god. I'm at like level like 100 like 40 maybe. I think it's 100. I'm level 145 on my main account, but I have like so many hours on it because I've got like okay, I've got a reasonable amount, all right, on PC, but I also played this on Xbox a shit ton. I probably have like quadruple my hours on Xbox. This is probably one of my most played games in reality. Because I really like it. I'm the Plagizzard. The pink agility luck wizard. I wear a wizard hat and a wizard robe, and I have luck, and I'm a luck agility build, which is really funny. Some of the missions you've done before give you alternate options. Do those options because it's something different, and that checks a box of New Game Plus. Dude, that's so peak. The only thing in this game is, you know, the character dies, sacrifices himself for you, and when you boot into the game, um, you get this different option when they come up and greet you. You get two options like, "Oh, hey there," and then, "Oh, who are you again?" And then if you do New Game Plus, you get this third option, which is just their name dot dot dot. Peak cinema. It's so like oh my god, and that shit had me going through like I was like I saw that and I just like a soy faced, and I went through the entire story to see if anything changes. Like I didn't skip any of the dialogue, but it's there's nothing. That's it, and that had me so like so excited, but also so disappointed. But I continued enjoying the rest of the game anyway because I really like it. New content released? Oh, oh, I already. Oh, okay, yeah, never mind. 2026. What? This released yesterday? What? What? Dude, that's crazy. What? Complete upgrade. Definitive upgrade that includes all DLC packs. I already have all DLC packs. And the following in-game items. Okay, cool. Yeah. I already have all the duplicate purchase stuff. Yeah. Wait, Soul Calibur. Wait, what sort of online games did these guys make? Because they made Fractured Daydream and Fatal Bullet. They made the only two good sort of online games. Okay. Wait, people like Fractured Daydream, right? I remember it was pretty cool originally. It's apparently wait, it's mixed. Okay, never mind. Oh, yeah. Just play the GGO one. Okay, yeah, never mind. I guess Fractured Daydream isn't as high praise as I thought it was. What was Soul Calibur again? I remember it being a good game. Character customization. Okay. Hell yeah. Oh, it's a fighter. Still cool, but you know. Ooh, 10 years old, by the way. This one is almost 10 years old, 8 years old. I've never even watched the I've never even watched this before because I've just always played the. Why is it mixed? Okay, well, yeah, that's a good point. Okay, yeah. So Dimps has almost exclusively released bangers apparently. Why don't they God. And dude, you want to know something crazy? Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet is the game that has by far the most been the best at getting me really 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 excited and then really 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 disappointing me. But also being good enough to remain one of my favorite games. It's like a potential man except it's also still like genuinely achieving like crazy feats. Wait, I'm gonna just search up. Wait, can I see the Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet list? Okay, yeah. Or no, not Fatal Bullet. Sword Art Online list. Whoa, that's peak, dude. I've been needing to play Nier Automata. It seems like it'd be kind of like up my alley. Also, it's just like a really like like important game when it comes to like internet. Ew, why is the UI look so old? This is 2023. Oh, isn't this one a phone game as well? Ew. Dude, how do you make a dated UI in 2023? Who the fuck keeps making the bad games? Okay, these ones only made that game. What about Last Recollection? That one's on the wish list. Oh, it just leads back to Bandai. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-bow. Yeah, I got Alice's Asian Licorice and also Hollow Realization. Are these guys blind? Like, are the creators of this blind? Mixed, 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 mixed. Skip that for now. Mostly positive. Mostly positive. Oh, very positive. Mostly positive. And then another just in the middle of there. Very positive. Like you did something right. Why don't you do it again? I just want character customization. Like, please, for the love of God. Why does this look so dated? Does Fatal Bullet look this dated? I'm turning off my music for now so I can hear this better. I'm turning it down though because it's really loud. Oh, custom character. Oh, what are these guys doing? What are these guys doing? Oh, they're two very positive games. Both have character customization. Both of them, and the rest of them are maximum mostly positive, and beyond those, it's just bad. Okay, let me check something. I'm posting this from a different account. A YouTube commenting right now. Does it work? It does. Okay, cool. That's the YouTube account, by the way. Anyway, sorry, just went on a little side quest there. Uh, yeah, wow. I might need to get Last Song when it's on sale. Because apparently it might be almost as good as Fatal Bullet. It's got way less reviews though. Um, experience an original story where you are the protagonist in the world of Gun Gale Online. What of fairies? You become the hero of the series, Kirito. Okay, well, whatever. Whatever. They still have a custom character at least. And I guess I'll look forward to that. Create your legacy. Yeah. At least that's there. It looks a lot older than it is though. This came out at the same time as Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. Is it seriously look that dated and I just can't tell? It might actually genuinely look that dated, I just can't tell. Oh my god! Dude, the music. Okay, okay, you can't hear it because you know, I don't have that audio on. But, and I mean huge but here. Um the songs the songs are so good in Fatal Bullet. If I open up my files, which I don't want to show immediately, I can go to the the like folder where I just have all of the Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet soundtrack because I just it's so good. It's so good. Music, Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. I have it categorized a little bit just because like I use this for videos and stuff. Um in the hype section though, there's this one song. I'm gonna play it for you through my this thingy, so don't mind how it looks. I'm gonna set that. Oh shit! Never mind. Here, wait. Mm, I'll just, I'll just, I'll just make you guys able to hear it. Whatever. Um, open that up. This right here. Wait a second. Can I? Is this on? Fatal Bullet Arfa. Nope. Okay, it's not on Spotify. Here, wait. Oh, Stream Elements accidentally activated the water thing. Can I open this with Spotify? No. No. Okay. Uh, let's quickly set chilling to media player and probably turn this down. It's so good. Like I don't know what it is about it, but like this shit is so hype. It's so good. Like outside of stream, I could probably genuinely listen to this, and that is a feat and a half for a game to make a soundtrack like that. Like out of like making videos. I don't know if it's just like some kind of like, you know, rose effect or whatever, where it's like, you know, I like the game so much that I like the music associated with it, but like, God, I love this song. Also, this is one of the other really good ones in my opinion. Just all the stuff that I find really good. Here, wait, let's put this one on. This one's great background noise. This one is like some of the best background noise ever. This one feels freaking crazy. This is the main theme though. It's in the hype section because I like the game and I've heard it so many times that mere exposure effect has caused me to enjoy it an extreme amount. But yeah. Here's all of my video music, by the way. I have the Pokemon XY soundtrack as well. Pretty cool. But yeah, I absolutely adore this game. A lot of the abilities though are kind of useless and get kind of boring, like the level ups for them because they just kind of get more all right. Like I have like one of the main things I use in the like in my kit is Omni Vaniatus, which is the one that lets you do really speedy dashes. I don't know if they'll show it. They probably will. Um but like I barely use it now because I can run the distance of Omni Vaniatus in like milliseconds. And I can like light jog it because I've sped up my character so much. And I have the fastest movement gun. The gun that actually makes you move faster than empty-handed. Which is really cool. I think it's like it's like a gun you get pretty early on, but it's not the first one, I don't think. It might be, but I don't think so. But yeah, I do want to try Lost Song, even if it does look graphically dated. I do like okay. Yeah, yeah, dude. The Len is so peak. Len build. Um, she uses the potassiums though. I'm pretty sure. Because I remember it because it was banana. It sounded like a banana. Or does she have her own special one? I'm pretty sure it's potassium. The Sirius though, dude. On my first playthrough on my Xbox, I used the Sirius, like the SIR IUS, the Sirius, and oh my god, they wreck. They shoot so fast and so much, and if you dual wield it, brother, everything's dead. It is, I'm pretty sure, the highest DPS option. And I stumbled upon it accidentally because it suited my build. But yeah, very cool. I adore it. But yeah, one of the things about Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet that I really liked that I didn't get to see much or didn't feel as good in the other games, I actually really like their 3D cutscenes for some reason. Even if they do feel kind of jank sometimes, the way you can just like walk up to somebody, talk to them, and it's just like the actual character model, like they're speaking. Very cool. Very, very cool. Ari Hollow Fragment. Right. This one looks super dated for 2018, especially. Is it just me? Like, look at that street. Or maybe I think I genuinely might just be like over glorifying Fiddle Bullets graphics. No, no, no. Look, it's so gritty and like whatever. I've gone back to this like 10 times. Still loud. Still loud as fuck, dude. But yeah, I do kind of want to play it because it is fantasy coded. It's just another game where I'm gonna have to play as these fuck ass characters and can't play as my own one. But apparently there's a custom character. Looking forward to that. So that person just punching and kicking, that's really cool. Dude, in Flight 2. Might be peak. Sword Fart Online. Lost Dong. My bad gang. Anyway, should we play a freaking video game? Should we play a freaking video game, bro? Or should we just keep on yapping? Because I think we should play a video game. I do kind of got to piss though. Actually, I'm gonna have to eat soon. So, you know, we might want to just yap till I have to go. I leave, come back, then we play video game. But, it's whatever. Bobo, are you here right now? I forgot to show this to Eva. Um, but it's really funny and really cool, and I need to show it to you too. If you are here, please make yourself known, brother, because I need to know if I can show you this. Blam, 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 blam. Oh, uh, dun, 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 dun. There's this artist who actually plays in VR chat. Like they do like live acoustic sessions. I've gone to a few because that's like one of the reasons I've been playing VR chat recently alongside um just, watching YouTube in VR chat movie theaters or just comfy worlds. Um but yeah, his name is I'm Naku and he's really cool. He's pretty cool. Um I accidentally I that's where I accidentally took a like few minute power nap because I was really tired. So that was my first time technically sleeping in VR. So not a good thing to admit to, but it's whatever. Ugh. Sorry for the Five Nights at Freddy's tweaking looking face. I was stretching. Um, I gotta piss. Oh my god, I really gotta piss. Okay. VRV. 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 What? What? Wait. Wait, this just happened? Yo. Oh, console game series. Like the whole series. Okay. Yo, they gave a digital wallpaper. Yo. Oh, that opened my main browser. Oh, whatever. I know, continue. Mm. Well, what? Beater's Cafe? Okay, buddy. Wait, 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 wait. What was that? Echoes of Aincrad. Sword Art Online. I've never seen those characters before. Is this a new character customized thing? Fuck. That's Kirito. I don't know what that means. Okay, I gotta check this. No, not what I meant to do. Um, boom, 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 boom. Oh, it's out. That's a hack and slash. Okay, that's cool. Wait. Character creation. Yes. Yo. 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 Is that Souls like? Oh, pre-purchase. Yo. July 2026. Dude, I might pre-purchase this like a month in preparation. Like it doesn't look the best, but it might have character creation and it might be like Fatal Bullet. It might be like Fatal Bullet. Risk your reality. Dude. It's crazy that I'm getting excited over a character customization screen. But yeah. Fuck, I might have to pre-purchase this. Fuck, I might have to pre-purchase a Sword Art Online game. Fuck. Fuck. Would it be stupid if I did this now? Death game mode, early unlock. Oh, for the deluxe edition. Okay, I'm not getting that fucking deluxe edition. Yeah, no, I do not care. What do you mean there's a DLC already? Whatever. Ah, I need it. Fuck, dude. Dude, I know I don't have enough money. That's $100. Dude, that's 100 smackaroons. I'm gonna have money soon. You guys aren't here to stop me though, is the problem. Fuck, I need to look at some pre reviews. Echoes of Aincrad. Okay, well I'm gonna go to YouTube for this. Let me just frickin' copy copy that. No, not Dungeon Scroll. Paste. This is my oh wait, no, this isn't my personal. Oh, he's loud. Oh, he's loud in my ear. Are my headphones just loud? I thought I said July 9th. Wait. He just said something really nice.
And the main July
No,
10th,
he's saying something really good.
2026. Echoes of Aincrad is considered a new beginning for the series
Yeah,
of
yeah,
games, and it
yeah.
seems to be the kind of Sword Art Online game that people have been asking for a
The
while.
one that I've been
The
asking for?
previous games closely followed Kirito and the main cast from the series, but in Echoes of Aincrad, we will be playing as our own character
Yeah!
of the overall story, where 10,000 players are trapped and held hostage in a game called Sword Art Online. The players are pushed into a situation where in order to gain their freedom, they need to complete the game by clearing all 100 floors of Aincrad. But the catch is that their death in the game also results in their death in real life. The initial concept for Echoes of Aincrad was put together around the time where the development of Fatal Bullet ended, and actual production for the game began roughly around 2021, according to the Sword Art Online games.
It's like SAO Fatal Bullet, apparently.
Where the development of Fatal Bullet ended, and actual production for the game began roughly around 2021, according to the Sword Art Online game series producer.
Game Studio Inc. The game studio of all time. Ao Oni? What? Hi, Ice. I hope your brain is melted sufficiently. I am gooning and glazing over this Echoes of Aincrad release that might be coming soon. I have to buy it. This is an impulse purchase that I will make. I'm making it now. Oh my god. I need it. I need it. It's $107 plus tax. Oh, I haven't bought a game at full price in ages, dude. And it's July 9th. I have to wait till July 9th. Oh, that's 4 months. I need it. It's not. The only thing is, I know I'm buying this. It's not gonna go on sale for like years. For like a year. Maybe summer sale. But it's not gonna be on sale a pre-release isn't gonna be on sale. Like a pre-order isn't gonna go on sale. For like Steam like summer sale. Right? I know that. And it's not going to go on sale for ages. So either I spend money full price on it now and I get to play it on release, or I spend money on it full price in a year and I don't get to play it on release. It's an obvious choice. But it is $107. And that's like my life savings, probably. 107 Canadian shekels. 107 Monopoly money that I'm willing to spend. Fuck, I pressed the purchase button. Oh. Shit, bro. Shit, bro. Shit, bro. Ooh. Ooh, God, it's there. Fuck, ow. Shit. Oh, did my phone just inform me that I spent? It did. Oh, it did. It did tell me that I made a big purchase. Fuck. Oh. Oh. I am smiling though, if you couldn't tell. Anyway.
Yosuke Futami. He said that he wanted to return to the roots and reboot the series with a new
I can't believe I can't believe I watched 1 minute into a video. 1 minute. They said it's like Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. I immediately drop a purchase on this game. It's been in development it's been in development since 2018 though. Or yeah. So it's not going to be buggy on release, I swear. Copium.
mainline game that starts from the very beginning of the Death game. He
Here,
wants
wait, you'll
this
be able
game
to see
to
this in the
capture the
chat.
raw desperation and survival instincts from the players that realize the situation they've been trapped in. And by starting from the
In the new
beginning
chat, you
of
can
the
see it in the
overall
new
Sword
chat.
Art Online story, he hopes that it will be more approachable to people unfamiliar with the series or first-time players of the games. Being able to create
I'm
your
not a
own
first-time
character
player,
instead
though.
of
I do-
playing as
I-
a
Sword Art
pre-existing
Online Fatal Bullet
character
is one of
will
my
let
most
players
played games,
experience the events that
And it's pure fantasy. This is what I've been asking for, dude. I can't believe I even thought I wouldn't spend money on this. It's fantasy, similar to Sword Art Online, character customization. This is everything I wanted from Fatal Bullet. If they have a new game plus, that's asking for too much. If they've got a really good new game plus, which is something I wanted from Fatal Bullet, then
happen
I
from a
might
new
just
perspective.
jizz.
Echoes of Aincrad is a
Sorry.
single-player game that attempts to
My bad.
replicate the feeling of playing an MMO while also applying the pressure of
Ah,
survival
that's so
in
nice,
an unfamiliar
dude.
environment. The battles are said to be challenging, and combat is said to be more tense and weighty compared to the previous games in the series, with things like stamina management and scarce healing items. Even though it can seem like the features in the game and the combat have a Souls-like feel, Futami mentioned that this game isn't one, and that it's a normal action RPG. He also mentioned that difficulty was never the main focus.
Did you just
so
parry?
creating a game
Souls-like
specifically
combat,
for
parrying. Oh my
the
god.
challenge wasn't the purpose. This is just the end result.
Fuck. I might have a new favorite game on my hands. Like a new game that I'm gonna play like every stream.
One
And
way
off
this is
stream all
shown
the
is through the
time.
variety of difficulty settings players can freely switch between as long as they're not in a quest, so they can adjust their own experience to their liking. The game contains story, normal,
Very hard. Yeah!
hard and very hard difficulty settings by default. But for people that want an extra challenge, additional save slots in the game can be used to enable death game
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go standard.
mode. In this mode, you can select one of the 4 difficulties and then apply an additional layer of challenge which will delete your save when you die. Which
Yeah, I'm
pretty
not
much
doing
turns
that.
the game
I
into
hate that.
varying levels of a hardcore mode challenge. By default, this mode is unlocked after clearing the game, but people that purchase the deluxe or ultimate editions gain access to this feature from the beginning.
That's fine.
When
I'm
it
not
comes to
getting
character
deluxe.
creation,
Whoa,
it's been
booba.
said that you can change your options
Whoa,
like
booba.
gender,
Why do they jiggle?
hairstyle, face shape, body shape, height, and various other parameters.
The jiggle physics
As
are
of right
ridiculous.
now, I don't know if you'll
Why
be
does
able
they-
to
why does it do that?
re-customize your character after doing it the first time, but if it's anything like the previous games, then re-customization is a feature we should hope to expect. Echoes of Aincrad seems to have a lot of systems and features that are different from what has been done in the games before. So in this video, I'll be breaking down all of the information that has been released so far to really see what this game has to offer. The story in Echoes of Aincrad revolves around the events that take place in the first and second floors of Aincrad. They wanted to spend time focusing on the experience of each floor, so they created a densely packed world rather than rushing through the story to reach floor 100 in a single game. The main story content is said to be roughly 30 hours long, with an additional 20 hours worth of subquests and
Nice.
side content. In addition to
I'm gonna
that, it
spend
was said
50
that there
hours
will
on this
also
game
be
minimum.
plenty of post-game activities to keep people
Yeah.
entertained if they want to keep playing for even longer. They mentioned that as long as this new direction for the series is successful and enjoyed by people, they plan to continue the journey through all 100 floors, which will be spread across multiple games. But for
Fuck.
Echoes of Aincrad, they wanted to focus on the start of the death game, since it's an important part of the story to explore. It's a story that retells the Sword Art Online tragedy from the perspective of your created character and a player named Iori. They are both said to be acquaintances from their days
gotta
as
go
beta
now.
testers, and they manage to reunite in the town of beginnings once the death game begins. Rather than specifically from the perspective to explore. It's a story that retells the Sword Art Online tragedy from the perspective of your created character
Can I
and
make
a
them-
player named Iori.
Oh.
They are both said to be acquaintances from their days as beta testers,
be
and they
gay.
manage to reunite in the town of beginnings once the death game begins. Rather
I
than
wanted to- I
specifically
wanted to have a
following what
femboy
happened with the
convention.
highly skilled players like Kirito, it seems like this story will focus on the desperation of the
Was that
players
Kureha?
like Kirito. It seems like this story will
She wasn't in.
focus
She
on
wasn't in the main Sword Art Online, was she?
the desperation
a lot
of the
like
players
her.
that struggled to survive on the earlier floors of the game, and how they had to depend on each other to live. Instead of experiencing a story where Kirito is loved and relied on like in the previous games, in Echoes of Aincrad we'll get to see how the other people viewed him on the earlier floors and witness the hatred and resentment some people had towards him for withholding information as an experienced beta tester. It's said that this story will show the cruelty, the rawness, and the conflict that their overall situation creates. As I mentioned before, Echoes of Aincrad takes place on the first and second floors of Aincrad. Based on all of the previews and interviews, it seems like it's taking more of a risk and reward approach to exploration in order to enhance the danger and survival themes from early Sword Art Online. The Town of Beginnings seems to be the starting point for the game. There are a few
And you
events
want to
that
know the crazy thing? I only usually play the start of games. So I'm basically just playing a 50-hour start of a game where everybody's struggling to survive. Yo.
happen prior to
Holy moly.
entering
I
the
really
town,
gotta go,
but
though.
it seems like after
should- I-
entering
I
the
have to go
town,
eat
this is the
food.
point where we'll actually begin our journey. While in towns, we'll
holy
be able to
moly.
talk to the NPCs, accept their quests, and use the various facilities like the blacksmith. It was mentioned that we won't be able to change our equipment or level things like the blacksmith. It was
Did you see
mentioned
that? Vitality, mind, endurance, strength, dexterity, agility.
that we won't be able to
And action speed. I can move at Mach 10
change our equipment or level up
or
while
move
exploring.
my hands at Mach 10. I won't be able to run at Mach 10 presumably. It's fine. But you know.
So we'll need to prepare the gear for our character and our partners and stock up on resources
Oh, Argo.
before heading out into the world. The game seems to have a quest-based structure with a dungeon crawling gameplay loop that encourages exploration and discovery. While in the Town of Beginnings, the main terminal seems to be the access point to the rest of the world,
Okay, I
and
really
it's
gotta
where
go
we'll
eat.
need to go if you want to begin exploring. Interacting with it lets you travel to a town you previously visited, or you can use it to select the quest that you would like to be the focus of your journey. Based on the wording in the quest selection screen, it seems like you can either choose from new quests or quests that you've previously completed. So I assume you'll be able to re-attempt quests to gather materials or to fight specific enemies. Quests also seem to be designated as field quests or dungeon quests, so there's a possibility that some quests will take place on their own dedicated maps, or you may begin from a unique starting point. After selecting the quest you would like to do, you can pick which partner character you would like to join you on your expedition.
only have
When it
one?
comes to your partner characters,
Can
it's
you have
been said
none?
that we'll eventually be able to learn more about them, and they'll have their own side quests where their personalities are explored in more depth. But things like dating and likability ratings that were available in some of the previous games are not present in Echoes of
thank
Aincrad.
God.
The producer mentioned that since the story takes place during the introduction to the death game, things like dating and flirting are out of the question. since coming to terms with their situation and figuring out how to
Yeah.
survive is currently the priority for these characters.
That's
In
so
the
cool.
gameplay
Okay,
revealed
I
so
gotta
far,
go.
Iori, Wiseman, and Argo
Wi-
were the available
Wiseman?
partners that players could choose from.
Dude, Argo.
Iori uses a sword and can use the healing circle support skill, which creates a zone that restores health while you're standing in it. Wiseman uses a mace and can use the Discordant Resonance support skill, which
Yo.
deals damage to nearby enemies and increases their daze stacks. Argo uses a dagger and can activate the Analysis support skill, which can temporarily reveal the locations.
Yeah. Hi, Enzo. Hi. I have to. Oh, do you notice the new chat? Very cool. We're multi-streaming on YouTube now. Anyway, I'm just delaying. I'm just delaying going to eat food because this new game is really cool. I just pre-ordered it. It was $100, but it's apparently a lot like Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet, which is like my second favorite game. Okay, third favorite game behind Blade and Sorcery. Honestly, it might be second. Minecraft is first, sadly. Canadian shekels. It was 90 originally, but tax brought it up to 100. So, Yeah, no. It's fine, though. It's fine. Because it was a really painful purchase. But this is like everything I wanted from Fatal Bullet.
Of treasure chests and enemies,
And it
even
has
if
partially Souls-like combat,
they're on the other
apparently.
sides of
And it has
walls.
parrying.
After leaving town and entering the world, you can focus on your quest objectives, or you can explore
I am playing this day one. I'm streaming this, playing it day one. Anyway, I actually really do gotta go. I'm sorry. You just kind of... I know it's rude for me to disappear immediately. It's Canadian taxes. Anyway. We gotta fund the free healthcare somehow. Oh, it's a Friday. That's really nice. Or a Thursday. If it's July 9th. So, those are our stream days, and they're all gonna be dedicated to this game. July 9th is when it comes out. God. Oh my god. I cannot wait, dude. Dude, okay. Well, yeah, sorry, you woke me up and made me realize I have to go. But I'll be back. I'm gonna continue gooning and gushing about this video game because it looks so cool. Yeah. BRB. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Also, check this out. Before you're gone, I need to show you this. Here, wait. I have to scroll back up for this. Please. Okay, the link's still there. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Only I can do it right now. But look at the chat. Look at the stream chat. Wow. Look at that shit, dude. Very cool. It has to end with .gif, but yeah, I can send gifs or PNGs. Sukasage. Yes. Anyway, yeah, I got a BRB. Yeah. Also, check this out, nerd. Oh. Oh yeah. No problem. I gotta go eat food anyway. Look, look, Enzo. There's a I can talk from YouTube chat. Because YouTube, we're multi-streaming YouTube. If you can tell from the title. Anyway, yeah, bubble BRB. I'm supposed to be gone like 5 minutes ago. Okay, bye. Okay, so unlike usual, I am down here and I have food with me. It's been happening a lot more recently, like eating on stream, but you know, we got another eat on stream day. Doink.
Enemies for experience points, materials, and equipment. But when entering an unexplored area for the first time, we'll most likely be working our way towards unlocking safe areas, which we can use to recover our health, teleport to previously unlocked locations, or to restock our
What's for
healing
dinner?
crystals. There are a variety of
Rotisserie
consumable
chicken?
potions that we can use during exploration, like ones that restore a portion of our
and
SP,
pre-made
or ones that slow
potato, mashed potato with cheese on it. And then microwaved cheese and broccoli. Quite the setup today. All heavily processed.
slowly recover our health over time. But
Yummy,
based on the
yummy.
gameplay demonstrations, both our character and our partner will have 3 healing crystals that they can use to recover a large portion of their health instantly. These are the ones that can be replenished at a safe area. These safe areas also apparently keep enemies out of their safety zone after being activated, and can also function as a respawn
Whoa!
location
Oh my gosh,
if you get
open world.
defeated while exploring. But in order to activate them
I
for
love
the
that.
first time, you need to make sure that there are no enemies within the vicinity of the safe area. Activating a safe area for the first time also reveals a portion of the surrounding map. The map for unexplored areas is usually hidden, so if you haven't found the location of a safe area, you'll have to rely on what you can
Is he
see in
using
the
Sword Art Online
environment
Fatal
while
Bullet music?
exploring.
I mean, it makes
However,
sense.
the
It only
location
should
of
Sword Art
safe
Online
areas
Fatal Bullet,
themselves
Sword Art
will be
Online
the
game,
only
sorry.
thing marked on a map
Sword Art Online
if
Fatal
the
Bullet is the
area
only
is
good
still
Sword Art Online game.
unexplored.
That's what
They
that's
also emit a faint pillar of light that can be seen at a distance, but despite that, the journey to them is still said to be challenging, with many previews stating that it's very easy to get surrounded by enemies that will chase you across the map if you try to escape from them. It was also mentioned that surrounding enemies can notice your battle and join the fight, which can lead to things spiraling out of control. And then when you layer on the fact that these enemies respawn when you use a safe area, it seems like we'll need to be cautious of how we make our way through the world while exploring. While exploring, we'll also be able to find arcs in the world, which seem to be monuments that you can interact with to begin a challenge. The ones shown so far have mini-bosses that need to be taken down, and when defeating them, they seem to remove a nearby barrier, which led to treasure chests or revealed hidden paths and entrances to new locations in the area.
Probably not actually.
When exploring the world and interacting with specific points of
want the
interest
death
that you
to be, like,
discover,
you know,
it seems
scary.
like you can
I
unlock
also
certain
like
features
dying.
elsewhere in the world. For example, investigating a pile of bones in the corner
I
of
wanna
some
be a merc,
ruins
but
unlocked
I
the
don't wanna-
ability to receive side quests from
don't wanna
NPCs in
reduce
Haronka
my
Village. There are also various points on the map that reveal lore for the area, which then gets added to your database. Based on what's been shown, it seems like light and visibility play a part in the overworld experience. There are caves that will normally be too dark for you to see in, but you'll be able to explore them easier when using items like torches. The producer stated that he wants the world to feel like a dungeon exploration-wise, so we'll need to find shortcuts, discover exploration items, and overcome things like hazards and traps while exploring. So before we reach our final objective for a quest, we may have to make various trips back to town to tweak our equipment and upgrade our characters, before continuing to push through until we can reliably unlock more
And
of
you
the
got
map.
different weapons
Since
to
it's
do
been said that the journey between safe areas can be pretty long, and if you're defeated, you'll have to make the trip
some of the
from the
games,
previous
Sword Art Online
checkpoint
Fatal
all
Bullet,
over
no,
again.
Sword Art Online.
So making
Some of
detours
the
to
Sword
find new
Online
equipment
game,
or upgrade
you
our
can't even like
characters,
actually change
rather
your
than
weapon
just
that
trying
much.
to
You can only
brute
like
force our way
you
through,
can't change weapon
seemed like
type.
the
You can only
intention
change,
when
like,
questing.
weapon quality.
At the end of a quest, there may be a boss that you need to defeat before the quest is considered complete. The quest shown in the available gameplay demonstrations revolved around recovering a notebook for a merchant, and at the end of the quest there is a boss battle against a trio of plant enemies. To access the final fight for the quest, you need to interact with the entry barrier, and after passing through the barrier, you're sealed within the designated area while the battle is in progress. After the battle is complete, you can collect all of the drops from the enemies, and once you fulfill the final quest objective, a full summary of all the materials and weapons you found is displayed on screen. The loot gets sent back to
That
the
is
chest.
so Fatal Bullet coded. Fatal Bullet had the exact same thing, except they showed you exactly where your XP came from, and it was really fun to watch.
quest in your room, but as of right now, I'm not sure if you're given the option to return back to town or if you can remain in the area to keep exploring. But I assume that the shortcuts and the safe areas you've already unlocked and the discoveries you've already made during a quest will still be available when selecting a different quest that takes place within areas you've previously explored. For now, it's best to consider that the world is one large connected map, but taking on these quests is how you gradually unlock portions of it for exploration. The main story may take you through the majority of it, and there may be times where you'll need to revisit parts of the map that you've already explored, but some quests may direct you to completely new parts of the world that you wouldn't have previously been able to access if you only focused on the main story. But what remains to be seen is if there are quests that are specifically for free exploration, so you can explore portions of the map that you've unlocked at your own leisure without needing a specific objective. The combat in Echoes of Aincrad seems to be one of the biggest changes compared to the previous games in the series. Instead of the faster paced gameplay that is present in the older games, the combat in Echoes of Aincrad is described as methodical, tactical, and more grounded. This isn't a Souls-like game, but the combat does seem to have a similar pacing, where every swing has weight and making a mistake can leave you vulnerable to enemies' attacks. The enemies are a threat, and the encounters seem like they're designed to put you under pressure as you fight your way to the next safe area. At one point, you may be fighting against one enemy, but then the enemy may jump back and draw the attention of other nearby enemies, dragging you into a large-scale fight where you're at a severe disadvantage. And trying to run away from the fight will just lead to your health being slowly chipped away by the pursuing enemies. But that doesn't mean that you won't have a lot of options available to you that you can use to your advantage. Unlike a lot of the recent Sword Art Online games, in Echoes of Aincrad you'll only be able to control the main character, but you'll have an AI-controlled partner that can assist you in battle. Which is similar to how things were in Hollow Fragment, which is one of the older Sword Art Online games. You can use a combination of light attacks and heavy attacks to perform basic combos, but unlike other games in the series, these attack actions will consume a character's stamina resource. It doesn't seem like these attacks consume much stamina on their own, but when combined with other actions like sprinting or evasion that also consume your stamina, you will need to pay attention to how often you're using these various actions in quick succession. But stamina will recharge fairly quickly when you're not using any other actions apart from walking. In addition to basic attacks, your character can also use sword skills. These skills are more powerful than normal weapon attacks, and they will go into a cooldown after use. But in order to actually use them, you'll need to have enough SP. SP can be recovered by attacking enemies or by consuming a specific type of potion. This seems to be to encourage players to get in close and attack enemies to rebuild their resources while their more powerful skills are on cooldown. Unlike some of the previous games that had dedicated timing-based systems for connecting sword skills together, in Echoes of Aincrad, it seems like we can freely create our own combos using basic attacks and sword skills as long as we have enough stamina and SP to do so. It's been said that each weapon type will have roughly 10 sword skills available, but from what's been shown, we'll most likely only be able to equip up to 3 of them at a time. 2 of these sword skills are always visible on the bottom right of the screen, but another one seems like it can be assigned to an additional slot that's visible when holding down the action shift button. To use a sword skill, we'll need to hold the action shift button and then press the button that the sword skill is assigned to, which pretty much functions in the same way as skill palettes did in the previous games. Holding the action is able to equip up to 3 of them at a time. 2 of these sword skills are always visible.
Right now, rotisserie chicken. But now I am moving on to finish my pre-made slopified processed cheesy potatoes. Cheesy mashed potatoes. But I've actually just finished my last bite of that. So I'm moving on to my pre-cooked, now microwaved cheesy broccoli. That's pretty good.
On the bottom right of the screen, but another one seems like it can be assigned to an additional slot that's visible when holding down the action shift button. To use a
But it's
sword
fine.
skill, we'll need to hold the action shift button and then press the button that the sword skill is assigned to, which pretty much functions in the same way as skill palettes did in the previous
Yeah,
games.
I like those.
Holding the action shift button also allows us to access our partner's support and combination
Yeah.
skills. Like I mentioned
know
earlier,
that
a
system.
support skill is your partner's unique
Kinda like,
ability that can be used to assist you during exploration or combat
Star Wars
through
Jedi
things
Survivor.
like healing or crowd control. But the combination skill seems to be a big damage focused attack that you and your partner perform together. Think of it as a tag team ultimate. I assume that both you and your partner are invincible while performing this attack, so it seems like it's a good ability to use to get yourself out of a dangerous situation. Just like with SP, you need to attack enemies to build the resource needed to activate your partner's combination and support skills. Combination skills can be
you like the
activated
armor
after you've
in the
fully
game?
charged it, but
Dude.
something that seems to be
SAO, for all its downfalls, it has some good sides, and like honestly, the designs in it I like a lot. Because they're all kind of like
unique
cloaky
to
fabric,
support skills is the ability to stock
you know.
charges
And
of
even
it
the
so
ones
they can
with
be used
like
multiple
full
times
plate
in a
armor
row.
also have
I'm
like
not
a lot
sure
of
how
like
many
cape or
support
whatever.
skill uses can be stocked,
Very
but
fabric
it does
and very
allow you
flowy,
to
I like.
save your partner's support
They
skill
honestly,
uses without
the armors
wasting the
honestly kinda look
resources you can build up by attacking. In addition to being able to control when your partner uses support skills, it's also possible to adjust.
But yeah, like look at that like half crop top jacket that guy's going on. He's kind of slutty, the main character we're looking at right now.
They
But I love it.
behave during battle by alternating between two different combat modes, free mode and switch mode. In free mode, your partner will freely attack and use their sword skills against nearby enemies. This mode is said to be effective when you're surrounded. Switch mode is a more defensive mode for your partner. In this mode, your partner will take a defensive stance and are less likely to automatically engage with any of the enemies. But when
Yeah,
you
actually,
evade with
yeah,
your character,
yeah.
you'll call for your
I know what
partner
you're
to
talking about.
switch. Your partner will jump in and attack the enemy in an attempt to pull aggro off you, so you can reposition or heal yourself up. But based on the gameplay,
Oh my god! You know what I actually really would have liked? Well, actually, no, it wouldn't work with this game. Sword Art Online and Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet, you have this menu you can open up, that lets you give your party orders like push up, hold this position, and do not attack. Like rendezvous on me, which is they just like get really close around you and stick really close around you. Yeah, and they are the life essence for me whenever I'm like playing under leveled, because being able to pull aggro on a really strong enemy, pull them into an area they're not used to in a way, like that's more like, you know, that's better for me, or like into a hallway or something. Probably not a hallway, but place where like there's cover on one side and no cover on the other. Get my team, put them on the cover side, get the enemies, pull them out, and then just fucking blazoinger. Where I'd usually die, they get ganked, you know? Ah, that's so peak. And then like there's also like focus healing. There's there's only attack stuff. There's focus support instead of just healing, where like focus buffs is basically what it means. God, I actually like it's simple, but you can do it so quick. There's one for like not attacking, so it's really good if you want to disengage. Yeah, dude. So peak.
it didn't
But I don't think that would work for this kind of game, sadly.
look like the switch always activated
But yeah, it was great with
after
Fatal
every
Bullet.
evade while switch mode was active. So I assume it has some kind of cooldown, since after the switch, the icon changes to show your character in some kind of a back row position. So when it comes to these modes, depending on the situation, we'll most likely be constantly alternating between the two of them to make the most of our partners. In addition to these partner-focused actions, there are also tag team counterattacks that can be performed if you perfectly evade or repel an enemy's attack.
Dude. That literally has a perfect parry and a perfect evade.
When perfectly dodging before an enemy hits you, when parrying an enemy, or when
Yeah. That's actually something that was in Fatal Bullet, but I don't know if it's
interrupting
in here.
an
And I think
enemy
it
when
might
a
be,
blue
because
ring
this takes a lot of stuff from Fatal Bullet.
indicator appears during its attack, you can command your partner to jump in and perform a counterattack. It also seems like using sword skills just as an enemy is about to attack can interrupt them, so I assume there will be some kind of
Also, wait, never mind.
priority
I was thinking
system
like,
for the type of attack.
yeah. The only thing is, you might actually have to do like a light form of machine learning if you want to make that really, really, really good.
Attacks that can
But,
be
you know,
interrupted,
for
which makes
now,
me think we'll have
all
a
of this
decent
is
selection of options available to us when it comes to our defense. One thing I didn't see was whether we'll have a throwing dart or pulling tool that was available to us in some of the previous games, which would let you attract the attention of an enemy and run back to a safe distance with it to fight it away from other enemies that could end up joining the battle. Another worthwhile system related to the combat were status effects. Rather than status effects always being applied directly, it seems like the status gradually builds up on a target before the actual effect is inflicted.
That's how it works in Fatal Bullet. Dude. They're actually taking like all the inspiration from Fatal Bullet.
Target has
Yeah. Which is really cool, but I think maybe in some situations having them react might be a bad thing. Oh, yeah. But like yeah, I get what you're saying there. Which is really cool. But yeah, and then it could feel kind of like they're getting worse at fighting with
a
you.
lower resistance to the
But,
attack
you
or
know, that's
effect.
probably
It seems like the
mostly
status can be
irrelevant because
inflicted
most of the time, it'd probably be a good thing.
almost instantly. This seems to include both you and the enemies. Something that I did find interesting about the combat was that it was
there's
possible to dismember.
there's
Something that-
other. It's not just Mr. Wiseman and Argo and that person you spawn with. There's
Like-
seemingly another companion at least. So there's
did
probably gonna
find
be a bunch of
interesting about the
companions as well.
combat was that it was possible to dismember enemies to get the advantage. Like being able to
Whoa.
knock a flying enemy out of the air and then chop off its wings so it has to remain on the ground.
Yo!
I'm curious to see
Oh
if
my
this
god! That's a crazy
is something
addition.
that will just be unique to flying enemies, or if it will be something that we'll be able to make use of frequently. Most of the criticisms from the previews seem to stem from the stamina management, which was said to make combat feel restrictive, and made it near impossible to escape from enemies since it was constantly being drained while you tried to run. It was also mentioned that the parry timings were a bit too strict to be reliable, so just evading attacks seemed to be the safer option. Since I haven't played the game for myself, I can't say how justified these criticisms are yet, but it's definitely
I
something
feel
to
like
be
they should do the system where perfect parries perfect evades take no stamina, and parries and perfect parries like almost give you
aware
stamina
of.
or something.
Based on the gameplay that's been
'Cause that would make that a
shown,
cool
my main issue
thingy, but I'm not sure what they're doing
is the amount of
with that.
cut-in animations
Parrying,
that
yeah.
interrupt the flow of gameplay. Instead of there just being quick activations of partner abilities, there's always some kind of animation when they're beginning these actions. These include the counterattacks when performing a parry, dodge, or reversal counterattack, and they also happen when using their character's support or combination skills.
Whoa, wait, that's actually kind of
Hopefully
cool.
there's
When you parry, your teammate goes
a
for
way
the
to
attack.
disable most of them in the options, since the
Oh,
only one
sorry,
that
I'm getting
actually has a real
flashed.
purpose to be there are the combination attacks. If players are able to pull off consistent parries, this animation constantly appearing could be pretty disruptive, especially when our partner is the one actually performing the counter and not our own character. So hopefully by release
Squad up.
this is addressed.
What?
Like I mentioned before, you can only customize your character while in town. We can take the materials and the weapons we found while exploring to upgrade our loadouts. Characters can equip one weapon, 3 armor pieces, and a shield when using one-handed weapons. And the weapons we
wait.
can use
I
are
forgot
one-handed
to do this
swords,
for a while. Give me a
rapiers,
second.
daggers, maces,
Boink.
two-handed swords, and two-handed axes. The visual
Have to
appearance
reset
of weapons within each category may vary, so it's possible to see one-handed axes or hammers within the mace category, or two-handed hammers within the two-handed axe category. There's always the chance that certain weapons within these subcategories could have their own movesets. But for those of you that are wondering, they made it clear that this game won't have dual wielding, because it wouldn't make sense for it to be available to
Yeah.
other people this early in the overall story. Each weapon type also seems to have dedicated proficiency levels,
I hope
which I
there's a
assume gradually
hand-to-hand one,
increases
though. I
when
hope
attacking
so. But, you know,
enemies.
it's
I'm
so
not sure if increasing the proficiency is what unlocks the sword skills for that weapon type, but it is clear that the proficiency system from past games has returned in some form. Not much was said about the crafting and upgrading systems, but
Look
while
at all those
exploring and
armors.
defeating enemies, we'll be able to obtain materials that will most likely be used for crafting and upgrading equipment. There also seems to be a modding system that provides our equipment with additional bonus traits. Most of the equipment shown seems to have a unique equipment with
Of
additional
course, there's a
bonus
short sword, but still. Oh, that's a dagger.
traits.
Still, I think I might go
Most of the
dagger when I
equipment
get the
shown
game.
seems to have a unique mod built into it that gives it a
Good to know.
specific
Wait, rapier stack off agility. That's perfect.
enhancement. For example, the Mithril Blade inflicts the enemy with freeze stacks when dealing damage, and also reduces sword skill cooldowns when
Do they not have? Do they not have? Do you not have
near frozen enemies.
requirements?
So for that weapon specifically, after hitting the enemy
if
enough
that's the case, then
times
I
and
can't
building enough
really
stacks to
single
freeze
stat
it, we'll also get a
all
sword
this.
skill cooldown reduction. It seems like each weapon can be leveled up to improve their stats, and each weapon also has 4 EX mod slots, which for the most part were empty during the demonstrations, but it was shown that these slots can contain
daggers are
traits
also
which
just
enhance the
agility.
weapon further. I'm not sure if these weapons can
Was
draw
it?
cats, which for the
Oh wait, no, wait. No,
most
that's
part
the
were
stiletto.
empty during
Yeah, the dagger is just agility.
the demonstrations, but it was shown that these slots can contain traits which enhance the weapon further. I'm not
That's
sure
from
if these
that's from Fatal Bullet.
weapons can
Everything's from Fatal Bullet.
with a
That means the game is perfect.
random selection of these mods already attached to them, or if you can customize them at the blacksmith.
I'm pretty sure it's
but
a
it does
random
seem like there
selection
are a
because that's
few
how it
ways
works in,
we'll
you
be
know,
able to
Fatal
customize
Bullet.
our weapons. When our characters level up, they'll obtain growth points that they can allocate to their stats. Each stat influences certain aspects of your character, as well as the performance of weapons and skills that are based on
A
specific
second.
growth points that they can allocate to
What
their
is agility
stats.
related to? Normal attack speed. Okay, it's for normal attack. Oh wait, it has like a skill tree. Sprint speed increase. Okay, normal attack speed, sprint speed increase, dodging invincibility window, normal attack speed, sprint speed, normal attack speed, sprint speed, and normal attack speed.
Each stat influences
Oh, I think it caps at 90. Oh no, that might mean I have to put something into another stat. That's fine. It's fine. Okay, it's fine. There was unlimited scaling in Fatal Bullet. Actually, no, it was to 255. But, you know, it should be fine. I kind of do want to put some
certain
stuff in the
aspects
back
of your
if I can.
character, as well as the performance
I
of
really
weapons
do
and
also like
skills
magic.
that are based on
But I
specific
don't know
stats.
if magic is in Sword
For
Art Online
example,
Fatal
a
Bullet.
weapon that has high dexterity scaling may gain increased attack when
Scroll
raising your
one
dexterity
down,
stat.
please. I want to
Each
see what
stat
intelligence
also
does.
gains bonus modifiers once you've allocated a
It's also
specific
sword
number of
skill,
points.
dex skill,
These
skill.
gains
Right.
bonus
Okay.
modifiers once you've allocated a specific number of points. These modifiers usually have
Actually, wait, there's something I want to
stat-
check.
okay.
Apparently,
For
you
example,
can take away stats. Did you see that?
a weapon performance of weapons and skills that are based on specific
Look, the stats already locked. They're not blue.
stats. For
You can pull it back out. You can
example,
pull
a
your
weapon that
stats
has
out.
high dexterity scaling may gain increased
Oh,
attack
and don't
when
forget,
raising your
he
dexterity stat.
purposefully avoids
Each stat
intelligence, so
also
he
gains
can't- so I
bonus
can't-
modifiers once you've allocated a specific number of points. These modifiers usually have effects closely related to the stat they're based on, like Vitality giving bonus health or increased healing crystal recovery, Mind giving you bonus SP, Endurance increasing your stamina, or Dexterity increasing
Please,
your sword
bro.
skill damage,
Please.
or perfect parry and dodge windows after reaching the specified growth point milestones. After allocating
It's
these
like I'm being
points,
Ed.
they can be reset by spending some coal, which is the currency earned through gameplay. So you can freely reallocate
yeah,
your
they-
stats
they-
when you want
okay,
to try
that's-
out new
that's why-
weapons or
That's why you can take it out.
builds. In
Please,
addition to
fuck.
gearing our character,
God damn
it
it.
seems
Okay. I'm really curious. Int. Or no, stat. Stats. Okay, is there something on the official website? I already have it pre-ordered. No need to tell me that. God. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's so cool. There's an Aincrad edition? Beanie, wall scroll, sticker sheet, and patches. Oh. Freaking free beanie? You mean a toque? The Canadian term? Stats. In-game stats. Sorry, you probably heard a really loud bug ganging. That was my plate and my fork, but ganging together. Oh, come the fuck on. It's okay. This person knows how it is. This isn't. This isn't the game though. Except they did strength and vitality, the two worst things. Okay. Guess I don't get to know. I guess I'll
Like we can
figure it
also
out.
give weapons to our partners. Bandai Namco's news post also
There's no
mentions
luck
that your
skill
partner's
either, so I
skills
won't be able
can
to
be
dump that.
customized, and as our bonds with them increases, it mentions
Bonds,
that players
there's
will
bonds.
unlock new skills and powerful abilities. So I
Yo, it's literally.
It seems
You
like we can
actually
also
do
give
get better
weapons to our
together as you play
partners.
with them.
Bandai Namco's news post also
Your
mentions that your
recommendation
partner's
is in the
skills
game
can be
already.
customized, and as our bonds with them increases, it mentions that players will unlock new skills and powerful abilities. So I assume that the reward for completing character-focused side stories may include new skills of some kind. I
Also, I
honestly
love
thought I
Argo,
was
Argo's
done with the Sword Art Online games, but Echoes of Aincrad seems so different from what they've attempted before that I feel I need to actually give it a chance. The Vita version of Hollow Fragment was my first and favorite game in the series, and the more I look into this game, the more I get similar vibes from the exploration and the overall feel of the game. In Hollow Fragment, you and your selected partner would explore the Hollow area with minimal guidance.
Terminus.
So you were led by your curiosity
Oh my God.
and the motivation
Dude,
to
they're
learn new
actually
skills and find stronger
patriotic. Look at them,
equipment for your
they're going to
character.
Terminus.
So hopefully that's what Echoes of Aincrad is like too. Based on what's been shown,
Kirito
it feels
still,
like
though.
this is the first time one of the Sword Art Online games has had some real budget put into it, and a strong marketing push based on the recent promotions. The trailer showed that the game will have an English dub, which is a change from the past games that usually have Japanese voiceovers with multi-language menu and subtitle options. A few previews mentioned the lack of polish and issues with the combat, but shared the sentiment that the game
Dude,
has
it's not out
potential.
yet.
Even though the previous games
has-
have been enjoyable,
everything is
they
saying it
were
has-
usually janky and always managed to fall short of their full potential in one way or another. But after breaking down all of the information for Echoes of Aincrad, I'm cautiously optimistic. I can't really judge the game properly
I'm
until I try
overly
it for myself,
optimistic.
but so far it does look like it has a lot of
It could get
interesting
mixed.
ideas.
It could get
They'll just have to
mostly
nail the
negative.
combat and the
can
experience
get
players will have
overwhelmingly
during
negative.
exploration. The main
I
story in Echoes of
will
Aincrad
probably
revolves around
still like
our
it.
main character Andy Ori, and it
Yeah,
has
probably
been
not
said that
if
we
it's
may
that
cross
bad.
paths with
But if it's just
Kirito and some
glitchy?
of the
Like, if it just causes glitches all the time, and it's super buggy, and like crashes sometimes, and that's why it's negative, I don't fucking care, bro.
other members of the main cast.
Dude, I mod games. Like, I'm usually crashing, lagging, and dying.
But for people that want to see events that have Kirito and Asuna, a roughly 120-minute promotional movie called Unanswered Butterfly is being prepared for the game. The movie is meant to be from the viewpoint of characters named Emiran and Rex, and is said to depict a story where Kirito is viewed as an orange player by the general populace, which is a player that has been flagged by the system for committing a crime within the game. The uncut version of the movie is being bundled with the Ultimate Edition of the game for people that want to keep a copy of it and want to view some of the additional unreleased footage. But for everyone else, they're planning to make the movie available for a limited time through screenings or on specific streaming platforms. In addition to the movie, the various editions of the game available for pre-order contain a range of extras depending on the edition you choose. which can include an expansion pack that gives you access to an additional story DLC before the end of the year, which seems like it will take place after the events of the main story. So it's worth checking out their website or the stores of the gaming platforms you would most likely play the game on to see what's available in each version. It's only March and we've already had a new expansion announcement for Relink, a new Dot Hack game been announced, and now a new Sword Art Online game that actually
Relink and Dot Hack? What are those? Are they similar games to this? Cause that might be interesting. Oh, Grand Blue Fantasy. Oh. I don't think there's character customization though anyway. So who the frick even cares? Okay, that's a really cool main character though. Yeah, and it does have parry and nuke capabilities. And it's also very positive. Whoa. Holy visuals. Ah, that's actually really cool. Only $50 too. Holy moly, I might get that on sale one day. What the frick's Dot Hack? Did he say it correctly?
for
Or
Relink,
did I
a
hear it
new
wrong?
Dot Hack game.
Dot Hack, yeah. Play out of space. Okay, no. Dot Hack. Oh, it's a game company. Ooh, it's got fantasy going on. We're playing a double. Oh, cool. Whoa. 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 Trailmakers? Oh, that game. I've seen it a few times. It might be on my wish list. Brass. Yeah, Trailmakers. It is on my wish list. I've heard it's good. Yeah. It's kind of like Space Engineers coded. Or like, what's the game? Uh, I have it. It's like, oh, why am I thinking Ratchet and Clank? I think it starts with an S. Yeah, I'm not gonna find it this way. Uh, building. Oh, whatever. Actually, I did say it's in my library. Give me a second. I need to find it. It piqued my curiosity. I piqued my own curiosity. It's honestly a very easy game to miss. Back. Wait, I saw it. Scrap Mechanic. There we go. Scrap mechanic core. I don't know why it took so long to do that. What? Okay, pronounced. I thought this said pronoun. Frickin' libs. Cool.
Been announced, and now a new Sword Art Online game that actually seems like the kind of game people have been asking for a while. So this year is already off to a
Not
surprising
more Kirito
start.
slop.
I'll be
Finally,
following
some real
Echoes of
Sword Art Online
Aincrad
lore.
closely, and if anything interesting about it is mentioned, I'll be sure to let you know. So if you want to be the first to know when a new video for Echoes of Aincrad or other action games and RPGs are available, then don't forget to subscribe and enable.
Fuck, that's 4 months away, dude. Yes! Finally a game that uses this setting but doesn't have Kirito. Consider me intrigued. Dude, that's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, instead of following Kirk too. What? Yeah. Yeah, weren't in it at all. Since him being there has some big implications. One player can't dual wield because that's a Kirito only thing. Which I always thought was stupid, but whatever. Um, 2, the story of Aincrad ends on floor 75, with Kirito stealing the show again. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't even know that was a thing. So how are we gonna get to floor 100 then? What? Yeah, I genuinely love was Fatal Bullet. I spent hundreds of hours in that game. The reason it drew me in when no other SAO game could, was because even though it did still involve Kirito in the gang, the game placed so much focus on your character and your story that it genuinely felt like a personal adventure. This game is taking that focus to the next level, and I'm all here for it. Yeah, dude, it's so real. It seems as though this title is meant to be an experiment to see if it's worth the devs' time to invest in completing all 100 floors. I like this approach. Instead of going all in and rushing a game with all 100 floors, they're focusing on a few floors to make them as expansive as possible. I also really like that. It's like, why? Okay, what I'm really confused about is how are these sort of online game devs doing something players want and in like a player friendly way? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? I feel like there has to be some kind of twist here because I'll be real, it seems too good to be true. Like a game is literally sacrificing the fact that they could say, "Oh, all 100 floors." It's sacking the fact that there could be all of this dungeon, all of this huge like game just to have like fewer like 3 floors, max 5, probably 2. Like all to make it like fleshed out and like genuinely like correct for the world. It feels way too good to be true. Um, so you know. All right. Well, I gotta BRB. I gotta put my plate away. I'll be right back, and we're probably gonna watch another video on this. See you in a second. Yellow Ubers, I'm back. Oh shit! I forgot to refill my water. I was gonna do that while I was up there, but you know, whatever. Whoa, what's that playlist? Somebody made a Spotify playlist based around GGO, the setting of Fatal Bullet, and there's a Transformers song in it. Nice. I'm gonna probably check that out at some point. Anyway, it's Goobin time. It's Goobin time. Is that the one we just watched? I want to watch the main trailer. Dude, 2 weeks ago.
Aincrad is
I
in
wish I knew
danger.
them.
Equilibrium will be lost, and the resurrection of the god of death grows near.
Attention players, I welcome you to my world.
Destroy the core of life and save this world, or if not, death will come for us all.
Hi. I just put my plate up. I'm looking at this. Holy moly, that's loud. Just realized.
Together.
Right. I'm not gonna let you get away with this.
Oh, I hope there's like actual like. Okay, there are. I was just thinking about the gameplay this entire time. I didn't even think about the story itself. What's the story gonna be like? What are the losses we're gonna have to take? Who's gonna die off and who's gonna come back? Exclusive first preview. The Souls-like? Who asked?
Sometimes
What?
you
What? What do you mean? Who asked for this? What is this?
When I think of the perfect adaptation into video game for Sword Art Online, I often envision an MMO that recreates the first half of Season 1, give me all the
There's-
flaws
I
of
sure
Guild
asked
to
for this.
explore, give me RPG elements really in depth, and
I
allow
wanted
me
to
to create
games
a
at the
character.
beginning,
Sure, Kirito
where I have my
be
own.
there,
Yeah.
but I ultimately
I'm
want
I'm
to
actually
experience this
excited.
as if it was
Then
an
yeah.
actual MMO game. I don't need anything that's too in depth. You could literally
Okay,
follow
yeah,
the
whatever.
MMO format.
Disliked, and immediately closed. That's right. Your attention is ruined.
going blind on a new game. That's how it was for me
I
with
can
Sword Art
tell your
Online
rage, babe,
Echoes of
when I see
Aincrad.
it.
I'll be honest with y'all, I'm not a Sword Art Online guy. I haven't read the manga, seen the anime, theatrical films, or live-action adaptation, or played any of the games. My only knowledge of Sword Art Online is that the characters are trapped in an MMO, and if you die in the game, you die in real life. Dun dun dun! That's a pretty compelling basis for a manga or an anime, but it's particularly interesting as a video
I actually
game
did
set
like
in
the
a
fir-
video
like
game.
the start.
As it turns out, not knowing much about
of
Sword Art
Sword Art
Online
Online.
made me the perfect
I
guy
watched-
to sit
I
down
only
with Echoes
watched
of
the start,
Aincrad
and I
because,
actually liked it.
well, it's a little different from what's
Apparently,
come
that is
before.
not the normal experience. At least later on. Apparently, it gets either terrible or.
Before we dive into that, let's take
Or
a
it
quick
was
step
always
back
terrible,
and
and
establish
I
a
just
few things
gobbled the
first.
slop.
Aside from a short story section of the tutorial that we don't want to spoil, I didn't really see any of Echoes of Aincrad's story. Instead, my time with Aincrad was spent doing a quest called The Lost Log, but that doesn't mean I can't talk about some of the narrative decisions this single-player action RPG makes. Maybe the biggest departure for the series is that for the first time in its history, you're not going to play as a pre-existing character who is part of the story.
Yeah.
Instead, you'll make your own. When I asked Sword Art Online game series producer Yosuke Futami why they made the switch, he told me there were a couple of reasons. First, most games in
I
the
had
series have been
requested
set in the
maybe?
middle of Sword Art Online's story, which required players to have at least some working knowledge of the series. Echoes of Aincrad doesn't, and Futami hopes that means it will be more approachable for folks who aren't already fans. Second, he's hoping that by putting the player into the game world as their own character, they'll be able to experience the story of being trapped in a death game themselves, not vicariously. Neat. My journey started in the Town of Beginnings. I spent a little time running around, getting a feel for the place, and finding some elven statues that taught me some of Aincrad's lore. The Town of Beginnings feels like, well, a starting town in an MMO. It's got that dense yet artificial feel of a town in a video game, which pulls double duty in a video game set in a
Wait, somebody texted me. God, I love Joe. Sorry, somebody. I was.
video game because
Okay, so I'm in a Discord server for Sword Art Online. Fatal Bullet. You know, because I like the game. It's very small, and I sent a message about pre-ordering Echoes of Aincrad, and somebody talked about Basalt Joe, and he's a character, and he's really cool.
NPCs feeling like NPCs here
Not
is
really
a
cool, but
feature,
he's
not a
fun.
bug. The town also shows off how NPCs feeling like NPCs here is a feature, not a bug. The town also shows off how utterly gorgeous Echoes of Aincrad is. This is a good-looking video game. Like,
I
damn.
hope my PC can run
After
it.
seeing the town, I teleported to a nearby terminal. You can
Otherwise,
teleport
I'm gonna have to
anytime
buy
near
more
a town,
RAM.
picked up a quest, and then teleported to
That's
my
not that
chest to
big.
change up my loadout and level up. You see, Echoes of Aincrad started me with a sword and board build, and I decided immediately that I would not be doing that because it just didn't feel like me. I opted for a great sword and some new
Right,
gear
yeah,
instead, and spent my growth
right.
points to maximize what I wanted to do, meaning hit things with a big sword.
Yeah.
One of the neat things Echoes of Aincrad does is rewards you for hitting certain milestones as you level up,
Please show
generally
the
once you
intelligence.
hit 5-point increments. Getting my dex to 5, for instance, boosted my sword scalability damage by 3%, while hitting 10 bumped that to 5%. It's easy to play an RPG and feel like individual levels don't do much to make you stronger, but every time I got a new level or hit a new milestone in my time with Echoes of Aincrad, I felt it. Something Futami confirmed was intentional when I asked him about it. And in Echoes of Aincrad, you can reset your parameters whenever you want. This isn't typical of Sword Art Online as a setting, but it makes Echoes of Aincrad more accessible to newcomers and encourages you to experiment with your build until you find something you like. If you ask me, that rules. Once I was kitted out good and proper, it was time to go out into the world.
He still
Echoes
hasn't
of
filmed
Aincrad is set in an MMO, but it's a
I still
single-player
have no
game.
clue what the
When you
intro
go out, though, you're not alone. You can select a companion to go with you. I had my choice of 3. Iori, a healer, the tankier Wise Man, who operates in more of a utility/support role. I went with Wise Man. Once we were in the field, how we proceeded was up to us. The map would tell us where we needed to go, but I could only see some of it. I'd have to unlock the rest as we traveled. Our first enemies were wolves, boars, and kobolds, all perfect for getting
Got
used to
notification?
Echoes of Aincrad's combat system. A lot of what's
On my
here
phone.
is stuff you've seen before. You've got a guard, light and heavy attack chains that you can alternate between on the fly, special attacks, and your partner's abilities.
I wish I could have.
Iori's, for instance, create a circle that
I
heals
could've
you
had
if
a
you stand
fucking-
in it. You'll also open
what
up
was it called?
additional attacks if you dodge at the right time or
Exclusive-
manage to parry, as
Wait.
you
Exclusive first preview. I wish I could
do.
have had a.
And some
fucking
of them are pretty cinematic.
Exclusive first
Fancy.
preview. Probably not done though yet.
What makes Echoes of Aincrad cool is how dangerous everything feels. Standard enemies can and will kill you if you're not paying attention, especially early on, and they're not exactly the forgive and forget type. They'll follow you for a long time if you pick a fight with them, and they're all different. Kobolds will block your attack and retreat and try to blind you. If they do, the screen darkens and is filled with static. It's a great effect that does exactly what it says, makes it a lot harder to see. Wolves, on the other hand, are nimble and aggressive and travel in packs. Boars are bruisers that you probably don't want to go toe-to-toe with directly. And there are weird plants that attack from range with vines and can burrow under the ground. And that's not even getting to the elite enemies, which are bigger, faster, and stronger, and come with additional attacks. By far the worst, though, were the wasps. They fly, they shoot poison, they hit pretty hard.
Right,
Them
those
boys
guys
is
are from
tough,
Sword Art Online
so
for the
much so
bullet.
that I felt like San Andreas' CJ whenever I saw one. Ah, shit.
Here we go again.
Futami knows it too. When I asked him about the enemies and specifically mentioned the wasps, he nodded and said, "Ah, wasp," in English. The rest of our interview was conducted via translator. Those are the words of a man who knows what he's doing, what horrors he has unleashed on his digital world. But
Why is
even then,
IGN
there are
making me
ways to
kinda laugh?
deal with enemies. They can be stunned, opening them up to big damage. In the case of the wasps, I could knock them out of the air, which is where they're strongest. If I stun them, I could chop off their wings, preventing them from taking to the air and forcing them to fight on my terms. No matter what enemy I went up against or how many times I saw them, it was always scary when a fight drew the attention of more baddies, and exhilarating when I landed a big hit, nailed a dodge attack, or timed a team-up attack just so. What I saw of the world was just as intriguing. In most RPGs, the worlds are something you navigate between combat encounters, but in Echoes of Aincrad, getting around is half the battle. Futami told me that they wanted the world itself to be like a dungeon, and I felt it when I was playing. Much of the time, I was figuring out how to get where I wanted to be from where I was, and what paths I'd need to take to get from one floating orb, which serves as places to rest and restore your potions, but also respawn enemies, to another, finding chests along the way. By far my favorite thing about the world was finding arcs. Defeating the mini-boss enemies sealed inside the arcs will open up other seals scattered throughout the world, allowing you to get chests and other goodies. One time I opened up a cave, but it was too dark for me to see what was inside. Apparently I didn't have the right equipment to light the way. I guess I needed the Pokemon with flash or something. That could have been annoying, but I love navigating Echoes of Aincrad's world so much that it just made me want to come back later. There's so much detail here, and even walking through the mud is exciting because it would show up on my characters, something Futami said the team put a lot of effort into, and you really get a sense of that as you play. Searching for the lost log usually meant making the trip in chunks, fighting my way to the next orb, then going back to town to level up, equip new armor and weapons, and upgrade and slap new abilities on them, which sadly I can't show. Switch out my companions, I liked them all, but Iori quickly became my go-to
And there's
because of her
another
healing
floor.
prowess, and so on. Each trip to the
there's
wild
another
was an
floor beyond this,
expedition, and I
presumably?
loved an excuse to try out new weapons and partner characters,
Like
which
no way
returning
they
to
show
the city
all
provided.
of the
My demo ended with a
all of
boss
the
fight
game
against a
in
couple
the,
of big,
the
scary
preview.
plants. It was a grand old time, and a fitting end to my time with Echoes of Aincrad. I came, I saw, I conquered, recovered the lost log, and left many a dead wasp in my wake. I'm still thinking about Echoes of Aincrad more than a week after playing it. About its world, about the characters, about the wasps. Even the metatextual stuff is fun.
About the
Remember
wasp.
Iori? She appears as a woman when I met her, but early on Iori is a man. And Futami is eager to see what players make of that change. It's particularly fitting for a video game. After all, who amongst us hasn't played as a member of the opposite sex while exploring a fantasy world? If Echoes of Aincrad can nail what it's aiming for, it should be a chance for seasoned vets and newcomers alike to get into the Sword Art Online world. Me? I just want to go back to that cave. Next time, I'll make sure to bring a light. For more, check out our previews of Control Resonant and Crimson Desert, and for everything else in gaming, keep it here at IGN.
I'm gonna sneeze. Did you hear that? I hope you did. You probably could. I sneezed very far away. Oh shit, I'm gonna sneeze. Ugh. Alright, watching another game.
How is it
The most
going,
infamous YouTubers.
everyone?
Okay,
We've
yeah.
got a brand
I'm watching that
new
on my own time
Echoes
later.
of Aincrad
Oh my
update
god,
to
this guy's
talk
like
about.
in
I've
the
been
distance.
covering this game quite a bit since its announcement, and I think it looks really good. And we've gotten a 1 minute and 40-second gameplay trailer, and I've been really happy with how they've been
This is
promoting
just a
this game.
just
First
chatting
of all, they
thing, I
didn't
just
announce
realized
the
that.
game too early.
Wow,
They
I said
announced
just
it,
a lot.
and it's out in a couple of months. How they're promoting it is it's a game that non-Sword Art Online fans can get into, and for me, it's a game that, as somebody that's a fringe
Whoa,
SAO
I've never seen
fan,
that
I wouldn't even
area
say
or
I'm a
that
fan.
enemy
I actually
type.
think the
Or is it a
anime
kobold?
kind of got off the rails as far as what I've watched, but I
That's a
love
legendary
the
sword? Okay, that's
foundation
cool.
and the idea of SAO.
Hope it
This is
stacks
what
on
a lot
agility
of the
at Dex.
people like
Probably just
me have
agility
always
over
wanted,
there.
and I've talked to a lot of my buddies that are anime guys. Obviously, they've watched a bit of SAO, and every time they see this game, they're like, holy hell, this game is actually what we've wanted as the idea of SAO. Whenever you watch SAO, I think the idea of this game being a reality was a thing. However, there has been a little bit of controversy, the amount of floors, but I do want to talk about that gameplay trailer. Echoes of Aincrad Sword Art Online, a new gameplay trailer has dropped with 2 minutes of new footage, and this is, in my opinion, one of the better looks we've gotten out of the game. Man, I love the sound direction of the game. It has that element of, okay, crap's going down, and that's how Aincrad should feel like. You see some of the gameplay and some of the combat as well. That looks quite good, and I think aesthetically speaking and visually, this is the art style that will draw in JRPG fans. I'm not expecting this to be a game that the Western audience
I do also
is
really like
completely
the,
all over, that isn't
the art
a
style.
anime fan. Like, this isn't gonna be Crimson Desert in that sense, but if you're into JRPGs, this is something I think will be right up your alley. And
Like,
again, for the
people kind of
that are
they can
like me,
definitely
which I think
miss
there's a
the
ton
mark
of people
when it
out
comes
there,
to making
they
like
have
anime
some
style
idea of
3D.
what SAO
But
is,
this
but they're
definitely
not super invested into the IP.
like I would
They just
if I had
like
one of
the
these character
idea
models,
of
I'd
SAO.
wear it
Maybe they
in
watched the
the
first and second
type of
seasons,
stuff.
whatever the case may be. I think Echoes
Or
of
I'd use
Minecraft's
it as
gonna
a
be right up
VTuber
their
model.
alley. And obviously for the hardcore SAO fans, it's
I
gonna
also
be right
kind of
up
want
their
to see if I
alley
can
as
recreate
well. But those people
Lucario
are
in
gonna
the
buy it
character
regardless. Those
customization.
people
I might
play
do that for
Fresh
my
and
character.
Daydream
I
and
think
Fatal
I'm
Bullet and all those games.
really
You already
excited.
got those people just with the idea that it's an SAO game. If you want to expand this brand,
It's been light. It was light in production, like lightly in production since 2018. And ramped up production in 2021. So 5 years it's been in production. Almost in 8 years, it has been like developing, like lighter.
a little bit more and get
So it
this game
shouldn't
into
be
the hands
broken
of
on
more people.
launch.
I think this is the best way to
Yay!
handle it. Now, obviously, there has been some criticism in that
I
mentioned at the
never
top,
thought,
this is the
dude.
SAO
I was
game.
in so much despair, like earlier this stream, like a light despair, like a lot of a very light despair, knowing the fact that I'm never gonna get a game like Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet ever again, and I stumble upon this shit.
Always wanted. Well, the SAO game,
Dude.
that's not entirely true. The SAO game we always wanted was going through all 100 floors of Aincrad. That is not the case in this game. It looks to be that this game is going to feature 2 fully realized floors. Now,
I'm
that's
just
not to say
I'm
that's
fine with
not going to
just
be a
this.
sizable amount of content. If you really think about it, given how big those floors are, to fully realize 100 floors, that would be a big undertaking. And the developer noted, oh, it would
I think
take
they're
us
gonna
10
DLC
years
it,
to fully realize it.
hopefully.
And some people are like, dude, the game's been in development for 7 years.
Yeah.
The game may have been
we go.
conceptualized in 2019, but a lot of game development
thought I
is
said it was
getting the
developed in
ideas
2018.
down on paper, what you actually want to do. Oh, and by the way, do you
Oh, I
guys
get
know
that
what
part
happened
about
right
game development, having to get your shit on
after
paper.
2019 and 2020? There might have been a global shutdown that you guys may have
Right.
experienced, so that halted
Right.
game development as well. And game development is just a lengthy process that now that when you have the fundamentals in place, yes, fully realizing a lot of floors will be easier, but it's still going to be incredibly time consuming if you're talking about 100 floors. And I just hope if you only do have a couple floors in the game, that those floors are fully realized, and then ultimately, maybe you can do a follow-up game. Maybe you can learn from what Echoes of Aincrad did right and wrong, and then go from there. I also don't like how the permadeath
I'll
mode
be real, I
and the
hope it's
death
DLC.
game component is locked behind either a paywall or you have to beat the game. Echoes of Aincrad, like the idea of an SAO game, I think for a lot of people were that the stakes are so high, and having that stakes are so high mode, I don't think that should be something that everybody is forced to play under, obviously, but hiding it behind a paywall or beating the game, I think that's super lame as well. But what can you do? These things do happen. Echoes of Aincrad Sword Art Online is out on July the 9th and July the 10th worldwide, July the 9th in Japan. But I think the game is shaping up really nicely. Look, it's an anime game at $70. I believe this would actually be the 3rd anime game
70,
ever
it's
at
100
$70.
Canadian,
Dragon
isn't
Ball
it?
Sparking Zero, Digimon Story Time Stranger, and now Echoes of Aincrad. Don't quote me if I'm wrong on that. And the base game is $70. There's a deluxe edition at $90 that includes a starter pack, and that's where you get the death game mode. And then there is an ultimate edition at $110. That'll include the base game, expansion downloadable content. So they are going to expand the game post-release. I don't think this is a full-on live service
I'm
game,
hoping
given that it's
for-
only
I'm hoping
single
for
player.
that.
but it is going to get downloadable content, and that's
Some
kind of
DLC.
the Bandai Namco MO.
Even though it's
Bear in mind that
$100.
Bandai Namco DLC has historically been kind of mid, and expansion downloadable content, whenever it's bundled in with like an Ultimate Edition, remember that the stakes are gone for them to do a lot of high quality work, and you saw it with Digimon Story Time Stranger, where the base game was exceptionally good, and then the DLC, generally speaking, has been received fairly mid. At least most people think it's fairly mid, so keep that
But
in
it is
mind.
related to SAO Fatal Bullet, which has some fucking phenomenal DLC. Like, it actually honestly blows the main game out of the water. So,
The $110 Ultimate Edition might not be where you want to
Yeah,
get.
you
It'll
know.
include the starter pack, the Death Game Early Unlock, Echoes of Aincrad Unanswered Butterfly bonus content apps, a digital app as a separate application from the main game where you can fully enjoy the world of Echoes of Aincrad, an RPG set in the floating castle of Aincrad, in addition to content not seen in the main game, such as character and enemy concept art, and castle
Wait, what?
from the main.
what was he
At
saying?
least most people think it's
You're right,
fairly
I need
mid.
to turn on my
So
light.
keep that in mind. The $110 Ultimate Edition might not be where you want to get. It'll include the starter pack, the Death Game Early Unlock, Echoes of Aincrad Unanswered Butterfly bonus content apps,
Unanswered Butterfly.
a
Oh,
digital
right.
app as a
Special
separate
anime.
application from the main game where you can fully enjoy the world of Echoes of Aincrad, an RPG set in the floating castle of Aincrad, in addition to content not seen in the main game, such as character and enemy concept art and background art. It includes Unanswered
Ow, my
Butterfly,
arm.
a feature-length promotional animation of approximately
Was that guy
art. It
green?
includes Unanswered Butterfly, a feature
He is green. That's cool. You can be
length
Goblin
promotional
mode.
animation of approximately 120 minutes depicting a separate story from the main game. Furthermore, the digital soundtrack includes various songs from Echoes of Aincrad and Unanswered Butterfly, and based on the gameplay trailer and some of the footage we've seen thus far, soundtrack looks to be something that they've put a lot of time into, and I think the gameplay trailer in particular sets a
Just
great
like
tone
Fatal
for the
Bullet.
game. Immerse yourself in the world of Echoes of Aincrad with this app, and you will get the armor pack, flutter boots, and flutter robe. So with the Ultimate Edition, you spend $20 more, you get the Unanswered Butterfly bonus content and the armor pack, but the expansion pack will be available in the deluxe edition as well, and they note a completely new side story in Aincrad that can be enjoyed after clearing the main story, along with newly added companions. Enjoy new encounters, further exploration, and battles against even stronger enemies. I think SAO has potential to be a quality line of video games, especially in the Aincrad world. If we want to focus on Aincrad in a specific, and then separate that from SAO, the anime, and I think calling it Echoes of Aincrad and promoting it around that terminology more so than Sword Art Online, because again, the SAO guys, you've got them. Promote this game more so as a JRPG, create a quality
Yeah.
JRPG, and I think this gameplay trailer
Oh,
definitely
I like.
showcases
He was right.
Echoes of
They do have the Sword Art Online fellas. Well, actually, I'm not really much of a Sword Art Online fella. It's just I'm a Fatal Bullet fella. I came from there.
promoting
I'm
it
a refugee from
around
Fatal Bullet.
that terminology more so than Sword Art Online, because again, the SAO
Yeah,
guys,
they did not need to promote this around it being Sword Art Online. I was on it the moment I knew it was like, character customization.
got them. Promote this game more so as a JRPG, create a quality JRPG, and I think this gameplay trailer definitely showcases it in a quality light. And not to say SAO hasn't had pretty good games. Like, I really liked Fatal Bullet. I thought
Yeah.
Fatal Bullet was a solid game in Gun Gale Online, but this is something that I think is going to be up the alleys of so many more people, and the action-oriented gameplay in the style that we're seeing it thus far, I think it's going to be really compelling. And on top of that, coming out in July, where no games really come out. July's always a dead
Yeah.
period, and yeah, sometimes you'll see some of these anime games come out in a dead period, but again, this is beyond just catering to the SAO fans, that I think in that July period, there's going to be a lot of people
Look at
that
that
just
Golem,
pick it
bro.
up on the basis
He's
there's
done this.
nothing else
He's
coming
used
out,
the
and
same
this
few
is going
clips
to
like
be one
20
of the more
times so
notable
far.
titles. So I think timing-wise,
I've
it
seen
makes
these
a lot
people
of sense.
kill
We've
that
been calling
bug,
for that
like,
for a while.
the
Let's be
main
honest,
characters
you
kill
know,
that bug like
JRPG
10
fans, we're basement dwellers anyway. We're not going outside during the summer, so Echoes of Aincrad is going to be something I spend a lot of time on instead of going outside. You know what I'm saying? But that's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts, your excitement level for Echoes of Aincrad, and let me know your fandom for Sword Art Online more than anything. Because, again,
I'm
for somebody like
so
me, for the
happy
people
about
that I've talked to, I don't really know anyone in my personal life that's a hardcore
Yes.
SAO fan. It's all of these Yeah, we watched the first season. Yeah, it was really good in the first 3 episodes. Then it became all about Kirito and Asuna and it fell off. That's
Yeah.
literally everybody I talk to about SAO in my personal life. But also, there are a lot of people that love SAO. The subsequent seasons get better. I know a lot of people swear by the future seasons getting better and so on and so forth, but let me know your fandom level for SAO and how that parlays to your excitement.
Yeah, I'm a
Level for the
level
game.
0
That's gonna do it for
fandom
me. Let me know
person
all of
for
your
Sword Art Online. Except Fatal Bullet. If you include Fatal Bullet, it like goes to like 100%. I'm such a Fatal Bullet gooner. like straight up, dude. Straight up, dude. I've been getting into like I've been actively getting into Gun Gale Online just because I love Fatal Bullet so much. And that's not normal for me. I do not usually go from games to anime or from anime to games. There's very few instances of that. All right. Well,
Welcome back to the
we're
Spunkers.
almost.
I'm
Oh
No
my
Nibs
god!
alongside
In my ears.
Susa.
What's up, man?
And today, people, we are talking about
20
Sword Art
subscribers.
Online Echoes of Aincrad. Now,
Well, maybe healing.
yeah, maybe healing,
healing's
maybe
good.
fire.
Are they
I don't
playing
know.
it? No.
Who knows, bro?
Who knows? Who knows?
I haven't
Okay, we
watched
got all
SAO
the
in a long
ashes.
time, bro.
Oh, that's
Like
a whole
original
ass
SAO.
sledgehammer. My fault,
Are they playing it?
That's a whole sledgehammer.
Yeah, that's a whole.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
no
great.
no. It's this 20 minutes. How did they get their hands on this? Hands-on preview. Dude, what the frick? Yeah, I'm gonna check that all out in a second. I'm probably gonna watch this on my own time. I need to look at the leveling. Yes, dude. Yes. Okay. Fuck, it's all Japanese. Does it even go down to int? I haven't seen what int is at all. Because I'm thinking what I want to do is agility, and then I max out my agility, and then I get int. And max out my int. But I haven't seen what int is. So I'm pretty sure there's a cap to your skills. Please. Just one down. Just go one down. Okay, he's based, but please just go one down. Skull cap? Skull cap? Scoliosis? Okay, so they don't show any more of it. So they show everything except intelligence. Because they go all the way down to agility, right? Because they want to see what agility is. They just don't care about going down to intelligence. Please, just I can't even read it. I'll Google Translate it if I have to. What? What happened? Wait, did I see that? What? Pig! Dude, that's so real. Ain't no way, bro. What are you playing? Is it Battlefield? What are you playing? What are you playing? I need to know. They already have some skills. When did they do that? Or was it before they started the recording? Oh, War Thunder. Oh, right. Right. Putting the infant in infantry. Where did you get that, bro? That's peak. I need some supply. You got top quality. You just like, where'd you get that top quality humor from? Holy moly. Okay, wait. I would like to ask something real quick. I don't think it might not be possible, but can you, so you start with some stats, right? Can you crank those all down to 1 to get more skill points so I could pump them all into agility? Because that would be peak. Right. Put the infant in infantry. Now, I'll be real though, like I kind of act like a plant, and if I didn't have if I don't have sunlight for long enough, I like get really, really sad. Oh my god. That's crazy. Boom, boom. Oh my god! Skeleton banging on shield, except he's smart. Smart skeleton banging on shield. Mr. Wiseman. It's Wiseman! It's Wiseman! Dude, bang on your shield. It's so funny, please. God, I can't wait, dude. Okay, this guy's been playing for a while, actually. Apparently. Oh, Argo's out. Oh, they're both playing with daggers. That's fun. There's a quick step with the dagger. Dude, okay, I don't think I'm gonna be able to use the rapier then. Do they show off every weapon type? I might be forced to use the dagger. Argo ability. I love Argo. Oh, she's so silly. Did you hear her? She went pew. Or she made a jumping noise of pew. What the frick? Oh, that's like a stiletto or something. I actually don't know swords very well. Oh no, it's just a stabby needle sword. It's not a stiletto, is it? Okay, well he slashed with it. Don't know what was up with that. I feel like I remember that. Where he just, yeah, where he just yells out switchy. Or switch, or is it just switch? In like a... I've heard that in Fatal Bullet. And I'm trying to remember what it was from. It has to be from like some team up thing. Right? Unless it's not. I always heard it as Switch because it was related to it in some sort of way. Is that the same voice actor as in Fatal Bullet? He sounds similar. I might just be racist. I'm not racist though. That was I didn't mean it like that. I was saying like I'm just being ignorant. I might just be stupid. Jin, why do you lurk at the worst times? Sorry, I realized that what I just said might maybe be considered as something that could be considered as not good because it sounds like I'm saying that everybody who speaks a different language from me sounds the same. But I feel like this guy is the same voice actor as from Fatal Bullet. Oh, Jin! Jin! Master Jin, I have to show you something. Check this out. This chat thing that I use. This chat thing that I use. I showed Enzo this already. I'm gonna get canceled. No, just as I got my cool chat. Okay, it's gonna look weird for a second, but just look on stream. Oh shit, you can't see it. I can post a GIF in my chat! And I'm also this is you probably could check or see from the it's peak is what it is. I'm also multi-streaming on YouTube now. So you know. I'm very happy about that. It took a while to set up, but I've got multi-chat, I've got all of that stuff. It's all set up, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy. But yeah, very cool. It just has to end with .gif. So it's any URL that ends with .gif, which means that sometimes it in fact doesn't work though, because if I go into Discord and I just open up my GIF tab and pick any random one of them, this one's great. Copy a link. If I post it, it's not gonna work. Look at that. It's not gonna work. So I gotta do this weird process. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I have to do this weird process where instead I copy text and then I go to where the text is copied from, and then I take that. You can't see it right now, Bob Bag Gang. I take that, I copy image link, I think, and then boom, I finally works. I ain't green enough, that's all. Oh no! Wait, shit. It's the freaking auto mod. I can't even un-auto mod that because that's like Stream Elements modded. I need to fix that. Sorry, for some reason I allow Stream Elements, the bastard who I was just talking about. I need to make it so that they can't activate the water command. But yeah. Look, this is my favorite. This is I love this game. I pre-ordered it. It's like the spiritual successor to one of my top 5 games. Whoa. He's gonna like accidentally wander to a gelatin. He's going to wander into a gelatinous cube and immediately die, probably. Oh, that's scary. Apparently there's an enemy behind him. Oh, you can see it. Ooh. I cannot wait to play. The ambiance looks crazy. The graphics are really nice too. Wait. I think it is. Because in Fatal Bullet, like the switchy line is a thing, right? I'm pretty sure it's for when you change your strategy you're using. And that might be applicable here because I did see the icon right here Do you see that? The two people icon? I did see that glow up when he said it. So that might be correct. It might be also very wrong. Ew. Holy like Wobbuffet. No, not Wobbuffet. Yeah. You know the guy from Star Wars or whatever. Dude, this game was finishing. Which I'm happy about, by the way. I find it funny how you can pick them up, though. Like, shouldn't they have roots? Aren't they like plants? Or are they just genuinely like hovering above the ground? Alright, yeah. I think that's enough. I'm just watching the video. And also, it's not like we haven't passed the 3-hour mark. So, I do think it is time to end stream. My bad, gamers. I probably should have not, stopped talking for that entire period. I'll be real. I kind of mentally stopped stream. I was kind of out of it. But it was a fun stream. I can't believe we didn't play anything. We just kind of, sorry, we didn't play anything. I didn't play anything. I just kind of sat here talked about Fatal Bullet and other shit. Actually, this was just this was in fact a just chatting stream, something I almost never do. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, yeah. I hope no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, you have a good morning, a good day, a good noon, a good afternoon, a good evening, a good night, but most importantly, above all else, I hope you have an absolutely phenomenal, absolutely amazing, absolutely superb bye. I'll be seeing you tomorrow in the Otter stream, where we will be playing Wolfenstein, because Otter likes that game. And I didn't want to play it today because Otter likes the game and Otter isn't here. Bye-bye. I'll also see you Saturday. Probably Wolfenstein again. Not sure. Might be Battlefield, to be honest, because I've been liking that game. But yeah. Oh, bye-bye. Bye-bye. I'm going to finish watching this video because it's cool. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Bye-bye. 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 Very sudden end to stream. Very sudden end to stream. I'm so happy about the new chat. Okay, bye. Bye-bye.